Alright, let's do this. So, why is my thing not moving? Asshole. Is it moving now? Yes, we're good. Okay, hi. So, couple things. First of all, I'm not going to be playing, I mean, this is kind of obvious, but I'm not going to be playing the demo of Ace Attorney Investigations. The reason for that is simply because I looked at the ending of it, because I already played the first chapter of the first game, which I'll talk about the day I do play, which will either be early morning tomorrow, which will be a choice I decide to make, or it'll be like sometime this week or next week. Might have to be it might have to be next week. If I don't do it, we'll figure it out. It doesn't matter. The point is, I'm not playing that, and I was like, fuck, I'll buy the Ace Attorney, or the Apollo Justice trilogy, which I still think is dumb. I think this product is dumb for a multitude of reasons. Mainly in name, but we're gonna move on. But I thought it would just be fun to play. There's some characters in this game that I want to voice. Primarily, if I'm gonna be honest, primarily Bobby Fulbright. I love him with all of my heart. What else even? So, oh yeah, I guess I should talk about Steam fucking lied to me. Because my Steam says that this game is coming out today, September 5th. That ended up not being fucking true. It comes out tomorrow. But when I was looking at it, Steam said the 5th, so I was like, oh, the 5th! When in actuality, it's the fucking 6th. But it's probably like 11 p.m. my time, the 5th. Which is why it thinks that. Which is stupid, and I hate it. So, yeah, I'm either playing that game tomorrow or I'm not playing it until next week, unfortunately. As much as I want to play it release day, and it sucks that this miscommunication happened. But I decided to buy the Apollo Justice trilogy as like a makeup for that, and also that is 3 whole games that I can stream. I'm happy about that. I'm happy about that. I think that'll be a good thing. Trying to think, what do I even... Is there anything else to really talk? I don't think so. But, yeah, we're just gonna get into this. Also, I'm playing dual Destinies instead of starting with Apollo Justice. And my reason is, I wanna... It's my stream. I do what I fucking want. I get to make the choices. I get to make the rules. I make the decisions. Let me turn this down. And then let's start the game. I have to open the game. I probably should let the music keep going until I get the game open. Also, if I'm dropping frames on the stream, not on the VOD, I hope not on the VOD, like on the YouTube upload, that would suck. Okay, I got it now. It's just a matter of if it'll show. It doesn't appear that it's showing. Why not? Why not? Why not? Why not? Does it not consider you a game? Any full screen application? This is full screen. Is it showing it all? No, it isn't. Okay, let's just do auto and then... Or maybe I just tell it to capture a specific... Specify window is not a game. Yes, it is! Whatever! It's here. Actually, you know what? I'll do this. I'll use this as... that. Oh, well, now that's not showing. Oh? Whatever. This is showing up. It doesn't matter. We'll figure out if this placement of me is good. Is the audio... That is quiet. That is quiet for y'all. Options. Let me turn this up. See, is that better? La-di-do, la-di-da, dee-dee-dee-dee-do-do-do. Okay, I think that's good. I think that's good. I'm gonna actually, real quick... I'm gonna message Johnny and ask him to tell me if audio levels are good. Hold on. Johnny, can you pop in my stream quick, not quicko, and tell me if audio is good? I'll add a little smiley face to make it less threatening, which I'm known for being. Also, I plugged in my controller just because I like having my controller. Oh no, I don't want to be in the museum. I also don't want to be... So he just said, fuck you. Ow. Alright, let's play. Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney, Dual Destinies. This will be... Okay. Oh yeah, the opening cutscene. Also, I want to point out, I know all the killers, but I don't remember the stuff in between. And that's what I think will make this enjoyable experience, is me trying to figure out the how done it instead of the who done it. The first two chapters of this game tell you who fucking did it anyways, so it's not like that's really news. Anyway, bomb. Bomb. How the fuck am I supposed to figure out audio levels like this? Hear it? There's an explosion. And that. How about that audio?
These are dark
times. We are all sad.
And it's up to us to restore it to its former glory.
Yeah. It's our job, because why?
Yeah, I know what you mean. It looks like your target finally decided to make a move. Don't you worry. I've got a trusty new partner on board.
I kind of forget you're louder than the game, but just a tiny bit. Okay, that's fine. I need to be louder than the game anyway, so that works. That's perfect. There he is, Athena! There she is! My game might be a little too loud. Okay. Can I alt tab? I can. Without it yelling at me. Turn it down. Alright, is that good? Test, test, test. Oh, that is loud. Test, test.
She's been with us for half a year.
Test,
I can
testing.
hardly believe it.
We're figuring it out.
Anyway,
I love Athena so much. Give her her own solo game. I'm begging, Capcom, please. Perfect. Alright, cool. Please let Athena get her own solo game. I'm begging. I hear your annoying little voice. That's fucked up. That's mean of you. Why would you say that?
Yeah.
You're a bad friend.
It's for this very reason I returned.
It's for this very reason I'm back.
Time to bring it to an end.
Time to bring lawyering to an end. Yeah. I still don't know how I feel about Phoenix's new design in these 3DS games. I don't hate it. I still don't know how I feel about it, though. I feel like I just kind of think it's a little... not random, but it just feels a little why. You know? But it's not bad. Okay, my stream is stuttering. I'm gonna go. My Wi-Fi is being weird. Have fun losing it. Well, no, that's a me thing. It says I'm stuttering on my end. I can't do a damn thing about it. I've literally made all of the things I've done all the things I can about it. Anyways, Apollo's sad because of his friend. But we're not supposed to know that yet, so we don't know why he's sad. He's just sad. Episode 1, Turnabout Countdown. We're probably gonna do the whole first chapter, because the first chapters are technically, like... not technically. They just are the smallest ones, or the shortest ones. The best thing about bombs is how they erase and destroy without discretion. Fuck you. Boom! Why'd I turn to Mickey Mouse for that? Now all I have to do is pin everything on that little girl. This is gonna be an interesting voice to do. I just kind of decided that for bomb guy that I forgot the name of. December 17th, 9:22 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do, like, I feel like for her, I'm just gonna do sort of, like, the Susato voice with more energy. Because that's all I can really think of to do with her. Because I'm not good at doing voices for girl characters. But we're gonna do it anyways. Nope, not feeling nervous at all. It's amazing what a girl can get used to. Even a tense atmosphere like this is no biggie. Is either... No, Athena... You doing okay, Athena? Oh, it is Apollo. What do I do for Apollo? Do I just do my... I kind of feel like for Apollo, I do my normal voice. That's just kind of the vibe I get from him, is my normal voice. Damn, it got loud again. Hold on, testing. It looks like it got a little loud there. I'll turn it down just the tiniest bit. Okay, because then it gets those loud moments. I'll just... Okay, well... I'll watch the VOD afterwards and we'll see how it feels. All right. Oh, Apollo! Yeah, doing great! Like, I'm a little tune great. Oh, yeah? Well, that's good to hear. Although... Hold on. I guess, yeah, for Apollo, I just do my normal voice. Because that feels the most fitting. Then what the fuck do I do for Phoenix? Oh, this is a train wreck. Okay. Oh, yeah? Well, that's good to hear. Although, I could have sworn I heard your voice crack for a second there. Oh, well, I didn't voice that part. Oof, I'm that transparent, huh? Cracking? No, my voice isn't cracking. There's a steal here, I tell you. And this is Apollo sad. Sad Apollo. This is Apollo Justice. He's a fellow lawyer at the office I work for. Apollo is the lead for the defense on this case, but I'm gonna be there at the bench with him, doing what I can to help out. I'll do whatever it takes to defend Junie. Oh yeah, it's Junie. That's kind of who I thought it was gonna be at first. Speaking of steel, how are you holding up? That explosion really did a number on you. I'm just happy that you're okay, Athena. Although, I can't pretend I have no connection to this case. That's why I'm gonna see to it that Juniper's name is cleared. And I'm sure you feel much the same way. You got that right. I won't rest until Junie is completely cleared of all suspicion. Okay, that's Junie, because she says Thena instead of Athena, yeah. Apollo, Thena. Yeah, just kind of soft, high-pitched sort of voice. Thank you for doing this for me. Junie! And she sniffs her flowers. Hey, are you okay? Sorry about that. I always seem to go into coughing fits whenever I get nervous. I did not have enough breath for that sentence. This kind of thing never happened at home in Forest, though. This is Juniper Woods. She's my dear, dear childhood friend, and she's also our client for this case. The news keeps repeating that Junie is the alleged bomber. But that's ridiculous! There's no way Junie would do anything like that! Yeah, the voice is kind of going around all directions, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes as I play through this. I brought you a little snack, Thena. Just a little something from my garden. Hey, thanks! So, is this an orange or a tangerine? This is an orange. It's an orange, whatever. Same thing, same line. My grandma says that orange is the color of strength and endurance. Oh, I get it. Strength through the trial, right? Junie, you're always so good to me. Jeez, look at me, standing here clutching an orange to my chest with tears in my eyes. Well, don't you worry. We'll be so powerful in there, they won't know what hit them, right, Apollo? Yeah, that's right. Come what may, this is one trial we just can't lose. Yeah, he fucking dies. Apollo! Apollo! Oh, God. Blood is seeping through his bandages. One of his wounds must have reopened. All this time he was trying to put on a brave face, but he was really overdoing it. Mr. Justice! I don't know who that is. Huh? Oh, the trial. Or the bailiff, I mean. Oops. The trial is about to start, sir. Please proceed to the courtroom. What? Now? But Apollo's in no state to defend. I have to defend Juniper. What are we gonna do? The trial is about to start with or without us. There's only one other option I can think of at a time like this. But even if I called him now, we'd never be here in time. I wonder who him is. No, wait, there is something. I thought I knew the direction I was going and I didn't. No, wait, there's something else I can do. Apollo, give me all the evidence for the case. Uh-huh. What are you gonna do? Bailiff? Yes, miss? Hold on. I had a burp. The defense would like to submit a substitution of attorney petition. Thena? You're not seriously. You just concentrate on getting better. I'll defend Junie. All by yourself? Athena, stop for a sec and think about what you're saying. You've never once taken on a case alone before, right? No, hold on. Hold on, I want to find out the specific way you're supposed to say that. It's like... Hold on. Problema. I want to know specifically how you're supposed to say that. No, but how do you... That changed drastically. That changed. Refresh. I'm just...
No hay problema.
I'm just gonna let the voice do it, because I don't want to butcher... I don't want to butcher it.
No hay problema.
I can handle it, I think. But I guess it's really up to you, Junie. Would you be okay with me taking over? Sure. I believe in you, Thena. And that's enough for me. Apollo does not believe in you. Apollo does not fucking believe in you. You're worried for me, aren't you? To be honest, I'm pretty nervous too. I think my heart might just burst out of my chest. But you're in no shape to stand at the bench now. So you'll just have to leave it to me. All right, I can see your mind's made up anyway. I hate that I can't be there, but I know you'll give your utmost to defend Juniper. You bet I will. Rest assured of that. I don't know what I'm doing. My name is Athena Sykes. I'm still just a newbie, but I'm a lawyer. This is only the second time I've taken the lead in a defense case. It'll be the first time I stand up there alone, though. But I have to do this. And I'm definitely not about to let anything bad happen to Junie. And then doesn't she, like, get her shit rocked by Gaspin Pain? December 17th, 9:46 a.m., District Courtroom number 5. Oh yeah, day 1, court is now in session, all rise. I forgot that was a thing they did in the 3DS games. Or maybe it's just Dual Destinies. Court is now in session for the trial of Juniper Woods. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh my god, hi, Briz. The prosecution is also ready, Your Honor. I guess that's kind of, I mean, what else kind of voice do you do for Pain? So, any of the Pains, honestly. And what is the meaning of this? I was under the impression that Mr. Red Monkey would be my opponent today. Yes, well, the substitution of attorney petition was submitted just a few moments ago. Due to the explosion in the courthouse yesterday, Mr. Justice is unable to continue. I see. Not at all, oops. Not at all surprised he used that as an excuse to run away. With me as an adversary, who wouldn't want to feign illness in order to escape? What? The nerve of that guy! I'm gonna give him a piece of my mind! Well, I would if I wasn't so nervous. Ugh, this arrogant jerk! You arrogant jerk! No, Widget! Is my hearing getting worse? I could have sworn I heard the defense say something just now. No, you didn't hear anything at all, especially not from me. How odd. I could have sworn I also heard something. Oh, that would be my indispensable partner, Widget. He sometimes blurts out what I'm thinking. Well then, if that's the case, then it's a clear contradiction to what you just stated. contradiction? Dude, it's too early for this shit. Don't even. You just stated that you said nothing. However, if that device of yours says what you're thinking, then you indeed said I was... What was it? Elegance at work? Actually, it was arrogant jerk, but you know, close enough. Let him think that. At any rate, what does it matter if it's a red monkey or a yellow monkey facing me? Dude, I don't... Don't say that. No fresh out of law school rookie can defend this witness. Mr. Payne, I believe that's enough. Let us get back to the case. I don't really know what voice to do for classic judge. I'm just kind of going with the flow. I don't want to do the same thing I did for the judge in fucking the Grade Ace attorney, and I also kind of don't want to do what I did for Tyrion Cuthbert. So I'm just kind of doing this. Let us get back to the case. Of course, Your Honor. I'm more than ready to show this little girl why they call me the Rookie Humiliator. They could have come up with a better title for you. Like, Rookie Hunter would have been better. Never mind. I knew it. He really is an arrogant jerk. Arrogant jerk! Miss Sykes, if you continue to insult the prosecution, I will remove you from this court. I'm very sorry. It's just a knee-jerk reaction. Now then, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, if you please. Thank you, Your Honor. Shit's fucked. End of sentence. Now then, the incident occurred yesterday here at this very courthouse in courtroom number 4. At that time, the trial of a certain bombing was being held in courtroom number 4. Ah, yes, I was presiding over that trial as well, because I'm literally every judge. With this, we don't have... Shit contradicts fucked. So we don't have a second lawyer here. It's just kind of... Or a second judge, I mean. And we just got me. And Mr. Justice was there as the lawyer for the defense. A bomb that was being presented as evidence suddenly went off during the trial. And shit blew up. There was a hole in the roof, man. It's bad. It's bad in there. It was a terrible incident. And courtroom number 4 was completely destroyed. Fortunately, we were able to start evacuation procedures before the explosion occurred. Just a few seconds more and it would have turned into a horrific loss of human life. Slowly turning into the old man voice, which I'm not really going for, but I also am. But there was, in fact, one death, was there not? That is correct, Your Honor. When courtroom number 4 was examined after the blast, the body of Detective Candace Arm was discovered. She can disarm. I see. She didn't disarm it. She was to take the stand as a witness later in the trial. I suppose she wasn't able to evacuate in time. What a terrible tragedy. See, that feels a little too serious for the judge. I must admit, I stumbled at least 10 times myself before I was able to escape. See, this doesn't feel like... I'm just gonna do generic old man voice, I guess. Maybe the court should see about getting you even shorter robes. The victim's body was found near the entrance to the courtroom. I suspect she stayed until the very end to help guide the others out safely. Your Honor, allow me to submit as evidence the victim's autopsy report and details about the bomb. Cool. Arm autopsy report. Cause of death, trauma to back of the head caused by impact with a flat object. Time of death between 8 and 11. Anytime there's a time of death in a first chapter, it's because the person who did it is gonna be wrong, and they're gonna be like, it was definitely after 12:32 p.m. And then you're like, no, we literally, you're stupid. Stuffed animal bomb, the time bomb that destroyed the courtroom. It was hidden inside a stuffed animal when it was detonated. Okay, I know how this works. All evidence for the trial is filed in the court record. Yes, tutorial. When I want to check something out, I just use right bumper on my Xbox One controller. I better take a peek later, like this. And then... Oh, I can't examine? Oh! Thanks for showing me a photo of it. Alright. Anyways. Now then, please call the... See, that...
Now then, please call the accused to the witness stand. I guess this is gonna work. I don't know. I can't think of a good voice for the base judge. I don't know, like the classic. Defendant, are you feeling all right? You're looking a bit pale.
It's turning into fucking Freddy Fazbear again. Fuck it. This voice is just gonna be whatever at this point.
I'm so sorry. I was feeling a bit weak when I first arrived here at the courthouse.
That's that good. It's like I can't help but think that she's like huffing paint. It's like the same vibe, but it's just flour.
But I'm all right.
Junie's really giving it her all. I better make sure I do the same.
If we could please proceed. Your name and occupation, defendant.
Juniper Woods. I'm a high school student.
Miss Woods, can you confirm you were in the courthouse on the day in question?
Yes, I came to know Apollo Justice through my friend Thina. And so, I was there yesterday.
To watch this trial and my support.
Something's wrong. Junie's really scared.
Did you know I'm also known as the defendant humiliator? Pick a title. It looks like I have yet another chance to show everyone how I earned that moniker.
Does his arrogance know no bounds? I have to protect Junie no matter what.
Hey, you arrogant Prosecutor Payne!
What is it? Do you want me to demonstrate why I'm known as the Rookie Humiliator instead?
Deep breaths, Athena. Don't let him get to you.
Prosecutor Payne, Junie is telling the truth. Mr. Justice also backed up her claim when we saw him in the defendant lobby. And Junie, he said that he was glad to get the lotus roots you gave him too. Is now the time, Thina. Is now the time.
He was? My grandma says lotus root is good for your eyes.
She says they can even help you see into the future. Well, I don't think I believed anyway. They can? Then that's perfect present for a lawyer. And if that's true, I guess he must not have eaten them.
A sweet meat girl like this, blowing a courtroom to bits. I must say, it's very hard to believe.
Shut up! Let me have this, Your Honor! Now, Your Honor, don't let her seemingly innocent appearance fool you. The defendant had a motive for committing this crime.
That's not true. I don't have any kind of motive.
I didn't even know the lady who was killed! I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and the defendant. However, that doesn't matter. The only thing that does is that her objective was the destruction of courtroom number 4 itself.
I mean, yeah, that kind of makes sense that... Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Why in the world would Miss Woods want to do that?
That's a very good question coming from a novice such as yourself. But first, a question for the defendant. Have you ever been brought up on false charges?
What? Why, yes. Yes, I have. Oh, are you gonna be like, there it is, she hates courts? Like, for real? And did that experience cause you to harbor a grudge against the court system? That's gotta be leading the witness. I know Ace Attorney plays fast and loose with the rules here, but like, that's gotta be leading the witness. Objection? Now wait just 1 minute. If that kind of thing was a motive for blowing things up, then every one of our clients would turn into bombers.
That's a valid point. No, she's right. We wouldn't have a single courthouse left standing in the land.
I concede that the accused isn't the only one who might bear resentment against the courts. But Miss Woods is the only person who could have committed this crime. Why? Because we have found some decisive evidence that proves the defendant's guilt. Decisive, huh? I'll believe it when I see it. It involves a very unique aspect of the bomb itself, Your Honor.
And what exactly was so unique about it?
I forgot. Could you imagine? He's like, wait, what was it? Shit, I forgot. Why don't we have Miss Sykes answer that question?
Huh?
Me? I don't know if that's allowed. I feel like the judge should be like, all right, now you're just being an asshole. Just tell us the information.
This isn't a game. This is like actual people's lives on the line. You're not allowed to do this. I know that like in past games I've let people like actually whip me and like throw coffee at the other side and shit, but like no, you're not allowed to do this. I shut up.
I notice that you appear to be very nervous, and well, gentleman that I am, I'd like to offer you the chance to gain some confidence with such an easy question. Could he be any more condescending? Really? What a thoroughly unpleasant man. L is for loser.
Harumph? What the fuck, harumph?
What did it just say?
Nothing, not a single thing. Now let's see, what was I supposed to do at a time like this? Oh, I know, the court record. That thing. It's probably the, oh, do we have, I like looking at these. Okay, sorry, I just like looking at them. I know the court record. The information I need is somewhere in the court record.
All right, Miss Sykes, let's hear your answer. What was unique about the bomb that blew up the courtroom? Was it because it was...
Mr. Payne, what kind of simpleton do you take me for? It was stuffed inside a stuffed animal. Its evil intentions covered up by a cute exterior.
That went way too much into the Payne voice.
Very good, have a cookie. The bomb that went off in the courtroom was indeed hidden inside a stuffed animal. There, how do you like that? Not bad, huh? I am fine. Just like I said from the start, I can do this.
Yes, as I recall, the bomb was inside a stuffed animal the whole time. I never even got to take a look at it. But what connection does this impish elephant have with the defendant?
The answer to that question lies in another piece of evidence, which I have here.
And I hate you.
And what, pray tell, is this? It appears to be a little sign. A little singe.
Jesus. That was bad. That was a bad typo from me. It's not... No, it's S-I-G-N. Never mind, I'm stupid. Anyways.
It's a tale, Your Honor. The tale of a poor victim of the explosion.
This is incredible! Are you saying it's Detective Arm's tale? I forgot how stupid the judge can be.
Your Honor, you're so very close. But no, it belongs to this stuffed animal. It's called the Phony Fanty. A rather unpleasant name, if you ask me.
He's the mascot for a campaign to eliminate false evidence and false charges, is he not?
Exactly. His motto is, phony evidence is just trunked up.
Alright. That's so wrong on so many levels.
The Phony Fanty's tail is made of vinyl cloth, and we found something very interesting on its surface. The defendant's fingerprints.
That can't be it.
What? The Phony Fanty provided the prosecution... No, that's right, I read that right. With all the evidence we needed, it clearly proves that the accused handled the bomb.
There, she punched herself.
But that doesn't make any sense. Why would Junie's fingerprints be on it?
That does appear to be pretty irrefutable evidence. The court accepts it into the evidence.
Okay, cool. Phony Fanty tail, piece of the stuffed animal that the bomb was inserted into. The defendant's fingerprints were found on it.
Miss Woods, do you have an explanation for this?
No! I don't understand.
Hold on, am I able to examine it? No, that's so awesome. Love that.
How about you, Miss Sykes? Do you have any plausible explanation to refute this decisive piece of evidence? Well, I can't do it. I can't think of a single thing.
Fucking, but I better come up with something for Junie's sake.
If you can't produce an answer, we could always go straight to the ruling if you'd prefer.
No! I have to say something fast. Oh. Oh. Oh no, I can't get my voice to work. Why now of all times? Oh, because she's traumatized. That's why, girl. I thought I overcame this already. Maybe I'm still not ready to stand in court. Oh, the anime cutscene. That was a smooth transition. Yeah, you're like deep-seated trauma, which is still insane. Like, this is still... There's a reason Dual Destinies was rated M, bro. This shit's rough. This shit is, like, actually, I think the darkest Ace Attorney has ever been on some real shit. It's, like, fucked up.
As you can see, there is no room for debate.
Okay, that's that voice.
Objection!
Objection! I don't know what voice to do for Phoenix.
Why, it's you.
Why, it's you.
Okay, then I'll do that voice for the judge. I guess like a deeper than my voice.
Sorry it took me so long to get here, Athena. Apollo explained the whole thing to me over the phone. He asked me to come help you out in his place.
Thanks for coming. I hate to admit it, but I was having a real rough time on my own.
Oh, I don't know. I think you were doing just fine, all things considered. And you hung in there, giving me enough time to get here. Now, let's turn things around!
You got it, boss!
Ho ho ho! Look who showed up out of the blue! Suit. If it isn't Mr. Phoenix Wright, you always manage to surprise me.
A little too low, I think, for the judge.
Your Honor, Mr. Payne has called for an early ruling. But I believe there are still many things that need to be
Deliberated. I knew it was deliberated, and then I was second-guessing myself. I'm good at this reading thing.
How did Miss Woods' fingerprints wind up on the stuffed animal's tail? How was the bomb even detonated?
I don't know if this is the same voice I did for Asogi. For Kazuma. This might be the same. Then what the fuck do I do for Edgeworth? You know what, I'm just gonna do normal voice for Phoenix, because that feels too low for Phoenix, honestly. How was the bomb even detonated? Until these questions are answered, I assert it's impossible for a fair ruling to be made.
You are absolutely right. Let us continue from where we left off. I assume you have no objections, Mr. Payne?
None at all, Your Honor.
I'm just getting more cartoonish. Miss Woods really looks like she's having a hard time. Oh, I'm kind of doing a little lower than my normal voice for Wright. Okay, we'll try to sit here then. Junie's really struggling, Mr. Wright. I get the sense that she's afraid of the courtroom itself.
Because of yesterday?
Yeah, it was understandably very traumatic for her. Poor thing. And here she is, back at the courthouse again, being so brave. I'd like to make a request, Your Honor. If at all possible, I'd like to have Miss Woods rest in the lobby.
Given the defendant's condition, very well, I grant special permission.
You go get some rest, Junie, and leave the rest to us. Okay. Thank you. Sorry about this.
Blah! Exactly. That's the onomatopoeia for the coughing I'm doing for her. All right.
Phoenix Wright. I've been looking forward to meeting you.
It's been a while, Mr. Payne. No, wrong one. It's not Winston. Good guess, though.
You're more clueless than I'd heard. I do believe you mean, how do you do? For I am Gaspin Payne. I am the younger brother of your long-standing rival, Winston Payne.
What? Long-standing rival. When were we ever rivals, let alone long-standing? To be fair! Oh, I spit all over my screen. Sorry, it was right on Phoenix's nose. Let me just get that off you there for a sec. To be entirely fair, he is the first person you go against in literally every game aside from the 3DS games. So give him some credit. Okay, the timing worked out in the end. Big delay. Yeah, I'm dropping frames and I can't do a damn thing about it. Actually, I might be able to do one damn thing about it. Let me do this. See if that helps. Hopefully it does. No, I don't. I clicked the thing of like, you've been dropping frames. It's like, yeah. And then it's like, do you want to end stream? I don't want to go that far. Let me move me. I didn't realize how small I was. Where is the chat? Chat's there. Okay, then yeah, I'm in the right position now. I don't know why I was so sure. Probably because Tekken. Anyways.
You'll see, Mr. Wright. I will cleanse Winston of the disgrace he met at your hands.
Looks like this royal pain is going to be as thoroughly unpleasant as the other.
Your Honor, the prosecution would like to call a decisive witness to the stand. The witness will testify as to how the accused detonated the bomb in the courtroom.
Very well. Please call your witness, Mr. Payne.
Is this, yeah, it's bomb dude. I need to think of a voice to differentiate you and Payne.
Witness, your name and occupation, please.
Witness?
Name, Ted Tonate. Occupation, bomb disposal specialist.
Oh my, what a strange robotic voice you have.
Speech synthesis via typing. It is the same as me talking. I'll just do kind of robot voice for... Yeah, there it is. He sounds exactly like a robot. Yeah, perfect.
Can't you speak in a normal manner?
I can. I'll just go like more calm Payne. That's what I'll do. I can. He can. But I do not like to speak. Speaking is inefficient. Energy expenditure. Speaking, typing. Understand?
What a weird guy. What an odd motherfucker. What an odd witness.
Mr. Tonate was in charge of the bomb for that trial and was there when it went off.
Being a bomb squad specialist, do you have any relation to the victim?
Negative. I first met the girl while on this job. Many people are employed by the police. I know only a fraction of them. However, I was shocked when I first discovered the body of the victim.
Shocked?
I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but I ended up discovering a dead body. So he was the first to discover the body, was he? 9 times out of 10, that means that they're the killer.
He is here to testify about the circumstances surrounding the moment of the explosion.
Very well. The court will hear Mr. Tonate's testimony. But at the very least, show this court some respect and remove that face guard, witness.
Oh, that's worse. That's worse. You got worse, dude. Ted, when the bomb went off.
The bomb was originally disarmed by me, then transported here as evidence. Bomb name HH-3000, operated by timer or with a remote. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. No, you fucking didn't. Lying fuck ass. Lying bitch. No, you didn't.
So even though the bomb was supposed to be disarmed, it somehow got switched on?
Precisely. Activating the timer is very simple. 1. Connect wires. 2. Switch on timer. A monkey could do it. I am sure even you would be able to, Mr. Wright.
I guess this makes you the blue monkey in the barrel of fun, boss. I kinda like that line a lot. The barrel of fun is great. I'd now like to begin my cross-examination. Huh? He's got a bomb! It's extendoeyes.exe. It put that as a link. It put that as a link. Yeah. I ain't clicking that shit. I click it and it's just like an explosion JPEG or like explosion GIF.
Mr. Tonate, what is that?
HH-3000, aka a fucking bomb.
A bomb?
Great googly moogly!
Yeah!
Mr. Tonate, I demand that you disarm this instant.
Done. Fucking easy. Disassembly complete. 5.3 seconds. 0.2 seconds short of my personal best. I didn't realize that was the robot halfway through it. Also, that does not say 5.3 seconds. That says 31H, half of an O. That's what that says. 31 ho, I guess. How old are you? Are you 31 years old? Please tell me you're 31 years old. 42, damn it. If you were 31 years old, you would have been a hoe. That's how that works.
Are you trying to give me a heart attack? I'm not exactly a spring chicken, you know.
This is an exact replica of the HH-3000. I fucking made it again, assholes. It is used to practice disarming bombs. Disarm equals success. Explosion equals failure.
An exact replica of the bomb that exploded, is it? So that's what it looked like.
I submitted a photograph of the real bomb taken just before the trial. Why the fuck did you have that? Dimensions, 10 inches height, x 10 inches wide, x 10 inches deep. I guess, I don't fucking know. Weight, 12 pounds. A perfect replication.
Your bomb does appear to be a very good copy indeed, minus the crack on the timer.
Yes, however, I could not replicate the detonation mechanism. It has a very puzzling wiring setup. It is regrettable I could not replicate it.
Witness, that's enough. There's no need to replicate anything here.
Cool. Update that, and now it has bomb, and now it has look.
And now if the defense would begin their cross-examination, what the fuck this time? Where has Mrs. Sykes gone? Miss Sykes gone. She's not married. Athena, you can come out now.
Okay, Mr. Wright, let's get to work!
I guess you were pretty scared, huh?
What? I don't know what you're talking about. She was about to shit herself. I mean, Bolt. Hey, put a sock in it, widget!
As transparent as ever.
Now let's see. Where were we? We were at the cross-examination. Oh, cross-examination, of course!
She seems disoriented. I wonder if she's alright. Maybe I should ask Athena if she remembers how to cross-examine. To help her focus. Nah, she'll be fine. I don't want to do another tutorial. Nah, no need for that right now. She'll be fine.
I'll do everything I can to help. If you can't find any contradictions, and you flub up too often, don't be afraid to ask me for help. Press Y on the option to consult with me with what? Press Y when the option. Oops. Press Y when the option to consult with me appears. I'll let you know where I think the suspicious statement is.
Sounds good. I'll be counting on you if I get in a bind. All right, it's cross-examination time. Cross-examine.
Ooh, that's different. I mean, duh, it's different, because last time I played this, I was on 3D. Actually, no, first time I played this game, I was on a phone. I played the app, which was a bad idea. When the bomb went off. I already know the thing. The bomb was originally... Yes, I'm aware. I already know what the thing is. I know what the option is. I was watching from the gallery when I suddenly became alarmed. I saw that the bomb's timer was counting down. No, you fucking didn't. It was hidden inside the stuffed animal. Fuck you. Objection! Stupid! Opening objection for having presented evidence during your first cross-examination. Yippee! So, you say you saw the bomb's countdown, is that right? Of course. I clearly saw it counting down to 0. I'm turning it into the fucking Incredibles. Would you like more mimosa?
Don't mind if I do.
Thanks. You are very welcome. Like, it's turning into that voice. And I say that you are clearly lying. What are you talking about? There's no way you could have seen the bomb's timer. After all, the bomb was concealed inside a stuffed animal. Oh. Mr. Tone, how can you claim to know the bomb was about to go off when you couldn't even see the timer? What? No!
That does seem like a glaring inconsistency indeed. Witness, how do you explain this?
I'm making the judge sound way too serious for what I want him to be. Well, shit. Ooh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You found a contradiction right off the bat.
Yeah, because I've been doing this shit.
I know what the fuck I'm doing. Always remember, Athena, when you find an inconsistency in a witness's testimony, there's always a reason behind it. Could be a lie, a hidden meaning, a secret. Whatever it is, it's up to you to dig it out. And pointing out every contradiction we find is the best way to do it, right, boss? Now the question is, what can we dig out of Mr. Tonate? Well, let me see. No. There must be some mistake. Oh, yes, of course. I remember now. The sound. I knew because of the sound.
Sound? What sound?
When the timer of this type of bomb is switched on, it beeps softly. Beep, beep, beep. It is the sound of the bomb counting down.
A beeping noise, you say? I suppose it would be possible to notice that even with the bomb inside a stuffed animal.
I simply made a mistake. My bad. Objection! Fuck you! How in the world did you hear such a tiny little sound all the way from the gallery? Listening for the sound of a bomb's timer is an integral part of my work. I constantly undergo training so that I will never miss it. I hardly think training would help you hear something so soft from so far away. What now? Are you making light of the fine science of disarming bombs? Was that the sound of the counter? Because I can get hearing that. It is a solemn mission that I put my life on the line to perform. What kind of specialist would I be if I could not hear a bomb's timer? Dismantled again. It's not like disassembling a toaster, you know. Now he's just showing off. Allow me to show off. You keep asserting that the sound was too tiny to hear, but the only tiny thing here is your skill as a lawyer. Being mistrustful is not an attractive quality, you know. And you're just overflowing with attractive qualities, are you? Or perhaps you have some proof that Mr. Tonate did not hear the sound. Well, no, but it still seems totally suspect. But it's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something. No, it's not. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Sorry. Oh, I thought I'd have a magnifying glass like the Great Ace Attorney. My mistake. Look at the timer. Look at the timer. I don't know if my mouse is showing up on screen, but look at the timer. It's fucking busted. Nice fucking try. Wait, did I read that? Wait, did I read that line? Wait, let me go back. Did I read that? But it's going to be really hard to prove that he didn't hear something. Okay.
If I have this correct, the prosecution's argument is that someone reactivated the bomb before it was brought into the courtroom. What I don't understand, Mr. Payne, is why you believe that person to be Miss Woods.
That's simple, Your Honor. Mr. Tonate happened to be there when it happened. He was there when the defendant rearmed the bomb.
What the fuck? Why didn't he stop her then? She's a meek, how old-year-old? She's a meek 18-year-old. You are a fully grown 42-year-old and a bomb squad dude. Why didn't you just, tackle her and then tell the bailiffs, hey, she rearmed this fucking bomb. Hold her back while I disarm. What the fuck are you saying?
What's this now?
It happened before the trial started. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. We brought the bomb to the lobby for the defense. Bomb equals evidence. The lawyer wanted to see it before the start of the trial. Looking for a chance to get at the bomb, Miss Woods was already there in that lobby. Her goal was surely to rearm the bomb and steal the remote switch.
The remote switch?
Yes, the switch that controls the bomb remotely. Duh. You stupid bitch. It has been missing ever since the incident. And we have the missing remote switch as evidence.
A switch that starts the time bomb's countdown. It was stolen just before the blast and is now missing.
I am partially to blame because I'm stupid and didn't stop the teenager from grabbing a fucking bomb. I left the bomb and remote on top of the transport case. And they were rearmed and stolen while I was talking with the lawyer. The defendant then used the remote from inside the courtroom to start the timer. Objection!
How can you assert so unequivocally that the... I did that right, holy shit. How can you assert so unequivocally that the bomb was rearmed in the lobby?
Objection! The bomb was safely secured in the transport case. The only time it was outside the case was in that lobby. Therefore, that was the one and only opportunity anyone had to meddle with it. It may have sounded like my microphone just glitched out there. Nope, that was me. That was all my voice, that little sound. That was me. I don't know why I did it. It happened. We're moving on.
Someone other than Mr. Tone could have opened the case and taken the bomb out. Oh, okay, my controller didn't work for some reason. Impossible. The transport case is assigned exclusively to me. Do you see the number there? That is my identification number. Where the fuck is it on you then, dickhead? And I have the only key that can open the case. Okay, well, we got information. Bomb, transport, case, thing, understood. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is assertion. Nope. Let me try again. Nevertheless, Mr. Payne's assertion is nothing more than conjecture. You have no proof that it was Miss Woods who stole the remote switch. And by the same token, you have no proof that it wasn't her. Fuck you! You've used my logic against me. And by me, I mean Finn, not Phoenix. Dickhead. But what I do have is a piece of evidence that proves the defendant handled the bomb. At the tail! 5 minutes, 24 seconds, 2.3 decaseconds. Decaseconds? Whatever. It still says 31 ho. I just want to point that out. It says 31 ho still. The defense's advantage lasted a mere 5 minutes. Talk about a rotten hand. As long as they have her fingerprints as their trump card, I'm in a big disadvantage. I said in a big disadvantage, whatever, it's close enough.
It appears we'll have to hear from the defendant herself once more.
I wholeheartedly agree, Your Honor. I would like to recall Miss Woods to the stand.
I trust you have no objections, Mr. Wright.
I'm worried about her condition, but we do need her testimony. On the other hand, I'm not sure I want to make Athena mad. I can read your feelings, you know, boss. Guess there's no hiding from her, huh? Don't worry. I know we need her testimony. But if anybody picks on her again, they'll pay. Guess she's already at anger level 1. Don't worry. I'll stop the proceedings before I let anything bad happen to her. The defense has no objections, Your Honor. That look down animation feels weird. In that case, I will take my leave. Oh, I fucked it up a little, whatever. But before I do, there is just one more thing. Mr. Wright, is it? Me? Yes? Dismantling bombs is my job. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I look forward to seeing you try. Grr, this guy's hiding something. I just know it. Now, if you will excuse me, I fade out.
Bailiff, please go out to the lobby and bring back the defendant.
I seriously have no idea. I have no idea what to do for the voice of the judge. I just don't know. Junie!
Hi, Theta.
She looks even worse off than before. Don't worry, Junie, we're here for you.
Thanks, Thena. And I'll do my best, too.
I was expecting a cough. You blew up the courtroom because you bear resentment against the courts, correct?
No, of course not. What's that you say? I can barely hear you. I haven't done anything wrong. This prosecutor's scary. Objection! What an impudent little girl. Stop acting innocent and tell the truth.
This is getting ugly.
You rearmed the bomb because you wanted to blow up the courthouse. Admit it! That's why you went to the lobby where Mr. Justice was. Isn't that right? Ow!
Mr. Wright, can I go give that prosecutor a smack? What? Of course not. Do we have to review Court Manners 101 again? We can't let that creep... We can't let a creep that bullies innocent girls like this off so easily. I haven't forgotten about how he treated you. Don't worry about me, just help Junie! Her heart's crying out. She's so scared. So very scared. Looks like Athena's picking something up with her heightened sense of hearing. Which I still think is really cool. Let Athena be the protagonist of a game, please, I beg. And it sounds like this time it's the voice of Miss Woods' heart.
Don't deny it. You stole the remote switch and used it in the courtroom, didn't you?
Objection! Your Honor, please put a stop to this. Mr. Payne is badgering the defendant.
Yes, Miss Woods does seem quite frightened. Mr. Payne, I ask that you behave more like a gentleman.
Ah, but don't you know, Your Honor? There is no more a gentleman in this world than I.
Fucking liar. Ugh, as if a gentleman or even a gentleman would behave like he does. Don't let that rude ruffian win.
How dare you call a gentleman such as I a rude ruffian? I'll have you know I attend a manners class every Saturday. I'm more than just a mere gentleman. I'm a genteel man.
Not when you're terrorizing a young lady, you're not. I demand my money back from that manners class if I were you. I should probably be the adult here and stop the two of them, but it's funny.
Mr. Payne, that will be enough.
Certainly, Your Honor. No further questions. Let's move on to the defendant's testimony. Miss Woods, please share with the court what you were doing when the bomb went off.
Alright. When the bomb went off.
Well, that day, I was watching from the gallery. The bomb went off, and rubble started falling. It fell on top of me. Cough, 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 cough.
That's it? That's all okay. Junie's clearly in pain, being forced to recall the bombing like this. She can't even get her words out. This isn't gonna work, so what now? This isn't going to work, so what now? Hey, wait a minute. Even if she can't vocalize what she wants to say, we can listen to what's inside her heart. Yes, now's the perfect time to use Athena's power. You can hear it, can't you, Athena? The cries of Miss Woods' heart. Yes, and they sound incredibly strained. She's so scared. I think she could collapse any second. And had a stroke. We're gonna move on. Athena has a unique ability, you see. With her finely tuned sense of hearing, she can hear the words of a witness's heart. Hold on. Just sounds happening outside my door. If you hear it, I apologize. We're just gonna have to roll with it. In essence, she can sense how a person is really feeling from the tone of their voice. Guess it's all up to Athena and her special ability now. Athena, I want you to use the analytical psychology you studied and listen to the testimony of Miss Woods' heart. Okay, boss, I'll give it a go. After all, this is the whole reason I put all the effort into studying analytical psychology. Off gets. Let's do this. Boink. Yay. I do love this. I think it's sick. So your holographic thingamabob can show how Miss Woods is feeling, right? In a nutshell, yeah. The emotions and images that I pick up on just now while listening to her testimony, I can enter all that into widget and use the mood matrix to analyze them. I love the mood matrix. It's one of my I love this. It's a cool feature. I think it's really unique. These mood markers here reflect fluctuations in Junie's emotions. When she feels happy or is enjoying the memory, the happy marker will light up. When she feels angry or frustrated, the angry marker will react. When she feels sadness or is frightened by a memory, the sad marker will blink. And when she feels surprised or confused, the surprised marker will let us know. I forgot they all have different sound effects. That's sick. So, with your special ability in Widget's Mood Matrix program, We can track how Miss Woods is feeling and as she testifies. Talk about the wonders of technology. Yup, now let's give it a shot. I'm picking up on some kind of discord or noise in Junie's heart. See here, this is what the noise looks like in a mood matrix. It's a result of inconsistencies between her testimony and her feelings. If we can pinpoint these inconsistencies, the noise level should drop. Okay, it's time to listen to Miss Woods' true testimony. I love this. It's such a cool thing. Well, that day, cough. I was watching from the gallery, cough, cough. The bomb went off, cough. Cough, and rubble started falling. It fell on top of me, cough, cough. Well, that's the weird part. I think I have a good grasp on Junie's emotional state now and why she was happy of being trampled by rubble. This power of Athena's is incredible. And I'm seeing an unexpected emotion that's inconsistent with the content of her testimony. What? Already? Yeah, it was the happiness. Did you see that she was happy when shit fell on her? Look at this. When she says, it fell on top of me, the happy marker is reacting. Well, look at that. That is odd. That is strange and kooky. There must be a reason for this contradictory emotion. We just need to do some digging. When you find an unexpected emotion, you'll first need to pinpoint with left bumper it, and then select the unexpected emotion or reaction from the 4 mood markers with A. Pinpoint. Pinpoint. Wait, what is it?
Got it!
Oh, I thought you were supposed to pick the emotion, not just that it's this bit. Okay, alright, I forgot. Oopsies. Widget is registering joy when Miss Woods recalls the rubble falling on her. There must be a reason for this unexpected emotion. Miss Woods, as the rubble was falling, was there also something that made you feel happy? What? Mr. Wright, the feeling of happiness is spreading throughout Junie's heart. Keep going on this point, and I bet Junie will start to calm down. Great. Let's hear what she has to say. Just as I was about to escape the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was so startled, I tripped and fell and blooded all over. And then rubble started falling on top of me. I really thought I was done for. But just then, Apollo came and rescued me. Apollo? He used his own body to shield me from the rubble. So that's when he sustained those injuries. How do you feel, Junie? Did talking about Apollo give you some courage? Yes, Apollo is hot as fuck. Apollo is just like the sun, strong and bright and warm. Just talking about him makes me feel like a leaf undergoing photosynthesis. And see, your coughing stopped all of a sudden. Oh, you're right. Thank you, Thena. Yay, the noise is down 50%. The noise? Okay. Looks like we were able to draw out some new testimony. Pretty neat, huh? But there's still some noise left, meaning there must still be some discord in Junie's heart. I guess we'll have to keep going then. Let me input this new information and update the mood matrix, and we'll be good to go. You remember what to do, right? When I find an unexpected emotion, I should first pinpoint. LB it. That's right, and then you select it from the mood markers with A. If we can find the reason for the discord in her heart, then we should be able to draw even more new testimony. Cool. Yeah, and then info update. Yeah. I tried to run, but I was too slow. Before I could get away, the bomb went off. I was so startled, I tripped, then rubble started falling on me. I thought I was done for. Info update, but Apollo was sick and cool. But then Apollo came. Alright, why are you sad? Oh, okay, it is. It's just with the left. I get it now. It's with the left stick. I thought it was right. Anyway, pinpoint the sad. You were happy when Mr. Justice rescued you, weren't you? Yes, I was really happy. But was there also something you felt sad about at the same time? Sad? The reason I ask is, when you were describing how you were rescued, we sensed a little sadness too. Oh! I think it's probably because of Bum Rap Riney. Bum Rap Riney. Well, what do you know? Something new.
That's right. I brought my stuffed animal, Bumwrap Riney, to watch the trial with me. Bumwrap Riney and Phony Fanty are brothers.
Who knew that the legal world could inspire a whole line of merchandise? Motherfucker, you are that merch. All right.
I had Bumwrap Riney with me while I was watching the trial, but it wasn't until Apollo saved me that I realized I'd lost him as I was running away. My poor Riney, a victim of that terrible bomb. Oh, I know. You can see what he looks like in this poster.
Why he got the Phoenix Wright sort of suit.
It's for the campaign to eradicate fake evidence and false charges.
Phony Fancy and Bumwrap Riney, huh? Nothing against the campaign, but why an elephant and a rhinoceros?
Mr. Wright, I don't sense any discord in Junie's heart anymore.
Perfect, we did the thing. So I guess that means we managed to draw out all of her testimony.
That's right. I'll just make an update with the new info and we'll have the whole picture. So do you think her new testimony will help?
Absolutely. I don't know what I would have done without you, Athena. So Bumwrap Riney was in the courtroom when the bomb went off. Now that we know that, it changes the meaning of that other piece of evidence, like the tail, because it has a tail similar to the elephant. All I have to do is present it at the right statement. Oh, it's still through this. Right.
I was watching from the gallery with Bumwrap Riney. I tried to run. Before I could get out of the courtroom, the bomb went off. I was startled, so I tripped and rubble started falling. I thought I was done for, but then Apollo came and rescued me because he's awesome.
Oh. Wait. But this doesn't say anything about Bumwrap Riney. Okay, well then I guess I just do this and tail.
Objection!
Yeah, okay. I thought it was going to be at the end where it's like I lost my thing. Miss Woods, I know this trial has been very hard for you, but you can relax now. You are, without a doubt, innocent.
Mr. Wright, what wild assertion are you making now?
My wild assertion is simply this. The two stuffed animals were mixed up. The tail the defendant's fingerprints were found on wasn't of Phony Fanty. It was the tail of her gallery companion, Bumwrap Riney. Objection! What? What nonsense is that? I concede they're both stuffed animals, yes, but they're completely different characters. An elephant and a rhino. They're as distinct as a defense lawyer and a prosecutor.
But are they really so different? Both defense lawyers and prosecutors strive to protect the peace through law.
Even elephants and rhinos have some similar characteristics. They're both gray, for example.
Anyway, this poster is all I need to prove my assertion to be true. If I may direct the court's attention here, you can clearly see how the two got mixed up. Boo!
Take that!
Well, would you look at that? The two tails are exactly the same.
Yes, exactly. The two stuffed animals are based on entirely different animals. But the design of their tails is exactly the same. Ah! Yeah, you got your comb over, fall back, bitch.
Order in the court! As long as the possibility exists that the tail belongs to Bumwrap Riney, we can no longer consider it to be decisive proof that the defendant handled the bomb. As things stand, I consider the charges against the accused unsubstantiated. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Payne?
Oh, yes, of course, Your Honor. Oh, that was great, Mr. Wright. You turned things right around.
Yeah, it's not over yet, but at least we managed to hold out this long. I believe that brings our proceedings for today to a close. Mr. Payne, I'm afraid you have some serious investigating ahead of you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Very well. Let us reconvene tomorrow.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna do a thing. I just remembered something. Let's do our first save. Save complete. I want to go to... Would it be in gameplay? No. Back to main menu? I already saved. Whatever, I'll do it again. I don't care. Hold on. I want to do a thing. I just thought of a thing. It would be on this game. Costumes, yeah! I want to put on this costume just because it feels better. It feels right. I think, like, I don't hate this design. This one's kind of better. This just feels like there's more, and then also this is funny. Alright, alright. I just wanted to change the outfit. Yes, go back. I just wanted to change the... For playing the game in any one of the available costumes.
Very well. Let us reconvene tomorrow. Court is adjourned.
Alright, I just want to get that quick. December 17th, 11:56 a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 5. That's so slow. That was so exciting, boss. We did it. True to form, you managed to just barely pull it off at the very last moment.
True to form? Gee, I never knew you had such a glowing opinion of me.
Thank you for everything you're doing. Jesus, this is so slow. Can I up the fucking... like, the fucking... key config? No, I don't want to... That's kind of... Okay, do we seriously not have a thing for just text speed? We had text... whatever.
You did great, Miss Woods. You really stuck it out.
And you got really brave at the end, just when we needed you the most, Junie. Thanks to you, we were able to turn things around. Well, you were the one who gave me that courage, Thena. Really? Thanks. So be honest, was I any help at all? Of course. Without you, we would have never gotten out of that tight spot. That's good to hear. I may still have a lot to learn, but you can bet I'm going to give it my all. I'll be so good that one day you'll call me your partner.
Please let her have her own solo game. Please, I'm begging. Capcom, Ace Attorney 7, Athena Sykes Ace Attorney. Please.
That's what I like to hear. Analytical psychology. The ability to solve the riddles of a person's heart. Athena's true potential is beginning to really shine through now. Hey, where's Apollo anyway? Good question. I almost forgot about him. I assumed he'd still be here in the lobby. Oh, I know! Maybe he's still in courtroom number 4. Courtroom number 4? What would he be doing at the scene of the explosion? When I came out of the lobby to rest, I told Apollo about bum rap Riney. I told him I dropped Riney in the courtroom as I was trying to escape before the blast. And then Apollo said he had an idea where Riney might be, so we went to take a look together. Huh. I guess Apollo can be pretty nice when he wants to be. So you went looking for Riney together before you were called back to the courtroom number 5? Yes. I'd had some time to rest, so I was able to go and look for him. But then they called me into courtroom number 5 to testify. Apollo insisted on staying there, though. With all those injuries? I wonder how he's managing. I think Apollo might have figured something out.
Wonder what it was.
He told me, I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper. Just maybe he found some new piece of evidence? Anyway, we better go and get him.
Good idea. Oh yeah, the cutscene.
December 17th, 12:11 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 4, the blown up one.
Where are you, Apollo? Trial's over for today. Come on, I know you're...
Yeah, he fell over, right?
Yeah. God, imagine if they just killed Apollo here. That would have been insane. It's fine. He's not dead. It would have been really funny if that's how they killed him off in the series, though. To be continued, and by that they mean in like right now, because I'm not streaming for an hour and 25 minutes. The VOD is probably less than that. Yeah, an hour and 18. You got me fucked up. Continue to... What the fuck? Yes? But it's not the next chapter. That's... December 18th, 9:34 a.m. District Court, Defendants Lobby number 5. This isn't exactly how I envisioned the second day of this trial to start. I seriously need, like... But given how things ended yesterday... Good morning. Yeah. The mood sure is tense. Not that that's any surprise. Oh, hey! Did you read the paper this morning, boss? Huh? The paper? That came out of left field. You didn't read it? Then you don't know the big news. Somebody spotted an abominable snowman way up in the mountains. Tell me you know the difference between a paper and a tabloid, Athena. It might show up in the forest where you live, Junie. So you better watch out, okay? She's trying. She's trying her best. You really should read the story for yourself. Couldn't even begin to do it justice. Oh. Oh. Justice? Huh? Oh, poor Apollo. And it's all my fault. Oh, Junie, what was I thinking? I'm so sorry. In case you need a flashback, he was in fact found on the floor. What we found yesterday was not Apollo's dead body, thank goodness. He's been assaulted by someone with a blow to his head and was lying unconscious. I need water. Is there a hole in my straw? Why the whatever. We rushed him to the hospital right away, and it looks like he's going to pull through. But it was still quite a shock to stumble onto a scene like that. Is Miss Woods all right, Athena? Well, I managed to get her to stop crying. Now she's resting on the sofa over there. I guess she really feels responsible for what happened to Apollo. Poor Junie. She believes that the reason Apollo was attacked is because he was helping her look for something in that courtroom. Oh? I guess I can see why she'd think that. By the way, how are you doing? Who, me? Yeah, you. I know you're concerned about Miss Woods, but are you all right? Me? I'm doing just fine, boss. I mean, yeah, it was a huge shock, but I'm all right. People who've studied analytical psychology are great at times like these. After all, they learned how to control their own emotions, too. Widget is saying very differently, Athena. Somehow, I don't think it's as easy as she makes it sound. But there's no denying she's a real trooper. Apollo doesn't remember a thing, does he? Yeah, he can't recall anything from the time right before he was assaulted. Nothing about what he was doing in the courtroom number 4 or who assaulted him. The doctor said it's probably due to that hit he took. The doctor said it's probably due to that hit he took to the head. Assaulted in a court of law and losing your memory at that. I know how that feels. Oh yeah, it wasn't at a court of law. You were just lying on the couch. But who in the world would do such a thing, huh, Mr. Wright? Just wait till I get my hands on the coward who hurt our Apollo. Now, Athena. I thought you said you were in control of your emotions. Let's just focus on helping Miss Woods, okay? But I admit, I'm just as upset as you. Okay, boss, you're right. Apollo's assailant can wait until after we clear Junie's name. That's the spirit. Now, let's see. I'd better check the court record one more time before the trial starts. Nothing has changed since the however long ago I started this. Earth to Mr. Wright! I'm ready whenever you are. All right, let's get ready to rumble. You bet! Let's go. With everything that happened with Apollo, I didn't have time for a proper investigation. I can't let that stop me, though. I have to get this right, for Miss Woods' sake and Apollo's, too. December 18th, 9:50 a.m., District Court, courtroom number 5. Yeah, so they do this every time you're in the courtroom. Okay, I forgot they did that. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Juniper Woods. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is also ready, Your Honor. I also cleaned up a bit. Oh, it kind of looks weird now. I need to change it back. It looks weird without the bang. His face looks lopsided. I need to change it back. I thought I preferred it without the bang. It felt weird. It felt weird at the angle. Like when he's at that angle, it felt weird. Okay, load game. Go back. There we go. Okay, let's continue. Sorry, that bothered me.
The defense is also ready, Your Honor. I'm now ready. I have the bang. I feel better now. Now then, I believe I just did the Phoenix voice for no reason. Now then, I believe I instructed the prosecution to further their investigation. Were you able to locate the remote switch in question?
I'm afraid the remote switch is still missing, Your Honor.
I must say I'm disappointed, Mr. Payne. Not angry, just disappointed.
I apologize, Your Honor.
Aha! Looks like the prosecution is just as underprepared as I am. I know it doesn't say underprepared, but shut up.
There is a separate matter, however, that I would like to bring up during this trial.
A separate matter, you say? And what might that be?
I assume you are aware that another incident occurred during yesterday's trial. I'm speaking, of course, of the assault on Mr. Justice in the ruins of courtroom number 4.
This motherfucker about to say that Junie did it.
Uh-oh. Why is he bringing that up? Yes, what a truly harrowing experience it must have been. Poor Mr. Justice.
At the time of the attack, Mr. Justice was not alone. He was with the defendant, Miss Juniper Woods.
He isn't going where I think he's going with this. Is he? He is. He very much is.
The prosecution wishes to indict Miss Woods on the charge of Mr. Justice's assault.
Damn, he's pulling out the big guns.
He's looking to end this shit early. Order! Order in the court! Mr. Payne! The incident under deliberation here is the courtroom bombing. The assault on Mr. Justice has nothing to do with this trial.
But I believe there is a connection between this case and Mr. Justice's assault. Please take a moment to consider these facts. Both events occurred in courtroom number 4. This is the location in courtroom number 4 where the unconscious Mr. Justice was discovered. As you can see, it's quite close to where Detective Arm's body was found.
Diagram of the courtroom. Not really. I mean, whatever.
The question is, why did the culprit feel the need to maliciously attack Mr. Justice?
Why, indeed. What do you believe their motive to be, Mr. Payne?
I believe Mr. Justice found something in that courtroom while Miss Woods was with him. Evidence that fingered her as the perpetrator on the bombing.
You mean he found some incriminating evidence?
Precisely. And so I surmise that the defendant picked up a piece of rubble and hit Mr. Justice on the back of the head in order to silence him. Objection! Junie would never do such a thing. She was devastated when we found Apollo hurt like that.
Miss Sykes, please control your outbursts.
It is the prosecution's belief that by deliberating on Mr. Justice's assault, we will draw ever closer to the truth of the courtroom bombing itself.
Very well.
Oh, that was a little gruffer than I thought. Hold on. I had a hiccup for a sec.
Miss Woods is hereby officially indicted on the charge of assaulting Mr. Justice.
What? Why are you listening to Mr. Toupee over there? Although, considering our conversation yesterday...
I think Apollo might have figured something out.
Huh. I wonder what it was.
He told me, I'm going to look for evidence to clear your name, Juniper.
Maybe the two incidents really are related after all.
I would like to start by hearing from the defendant herself.
Very well. Bailiff, please bring Miss Woods to the witness stand.
I'm sorry. I can't seem to stop. Again.
Miss Woods. Guess she's still really upset about Apollo.
Miss Woods, you went to the ruins of courtroom number 4 with Mr. Justice, did you not? Yes, I did. Good. If you would, then please testify about what happened to the court.
Witness testimony. Alone with Apollo.
During the trial yesterday, I was overcome by a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me and we went to the courtroom ruins together. But then I was called back to the courtroom to give testimony. Apollo insisted on staying behind in the courtroom number 4. I swear I didn't attack Apollo. Why would I ever hurt such a kind person? Shit. I fucked up that line real bad.
So Mr. Justice stayed by your side while you were feeling unwell. What an admirable young man! I thought his loud voice was his only outstanding feature.
He may look like a little imp at times, but Apollo can be real nice too.
I hope she didn't hurt her wrist backhanding that one out.
But one has to wonder, why did Mr. Justice stay behind in the ruins?
I think Apollo might have figured something out.
Something? What kind of something?
Something to do with the courtroom bombing kind of something, I think.
Oh, new evidence from the case, was it? That's a very big kind of something indeed.
I gotta crack my neck, it feels stiff.
I believe so. He mentioned looking for some evidence when I was called away.
Objection! Just as I thought. There is a connection between the two incidents. But the defendant has told a very big lie, Your Honor.
What lie is that?
When she learned Mr. Justice would be looking for evidence, she attacked him. She attacked him to give herself the chance to destroy that evidence. No! I never... Objection! Shut up, my time to talk. Miss Woods repaired Mr. Justice's kindness. Repaid. God damn. Hold on. We're going back. Miss Woods repaid Mr. Justice's kindness with violence. We found the proof of her foul deed there in the courtroom ruins.
Woods. Great.
What on earth?
Do you see it? There in front of Mr. Justice's right hand. Witness the message he left us.
It's written in blood. WOODS? Why, isn't that...
That's right, Your Honor. It says Woods in capital letters.
What?
I submit that Mr. Justice left us with the name of his attacker before he fainted.
No, that can't be true. Why would Apollo write my name?
Isn't it supposed to be L1? Yeah, they just kind of... How did you get... What? Wait, hold on. How do you get 5? Where's the... Oh. Because you cut it off, asshole! You can literally see the little bit of another bit that they cut out of this. That's insane. Or they could have just thought that... No, how do you get... Where's the... Okay, the 5 is the S. What about the R? How did... They just cut that one out because they was like, oh, we don't fucking know how to figure that one out. Just, like, cut it out. Maybe they... Yeah, it's the L1, and he put a line between the L and the 1 to make it the case number. 00, that does have 00. It's the 1... And then he put the C shape. Okay, yeah, I see how he did it now.
Mr. Wright? The nerve of him leaving that message! Why would he do this?
Hey, don't take it out on me! I don't understand it any more than you do. When we discovered Apollo yesterday, there was no damn thing. Apollo!
No.
Ah!
There was no damn sign. There was no thing. We didn't even have a chance to rush over to him. As soon as the security heard Athena scream, they ran in and cordoned off the area? I've never heard that word. After that, they were in the courtroom number 4 with Apollo the whole time. We couldn't investigate anything ourselves and had to leave everything to the police. Still, I never thought they would find this... I never thought they would find some bloody writing there. Now then, please begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. Okay, well, let's run it. Run it, run it, run it, run it, run it. Alone with Apollo. During the trial yesterday, I was overcome with a fit of coughing. Apollo stayed with me and went to the courtroom ruins together, but then I was called back to this courtroom to give testimony. Apollo insisted on staying behind in the courtroom number 4. I swear I didn't attack Apollo. Why would I ever hurt such a kind person? I'm just gonna press everything because I don't think there's anything. Anyway.
Hold it!
Do you always cough when you get nervous, Miss Woods?
Yes, see?
Mr. Wright, please do not make Miss Woods nervous by pressing her so ruthlessly.
That barely even qualified as a quasi question, whatever.
Let's help her relax with a little small talk before we dive into the cross-examination. You know, ask her about her hobbies and her crushes and stuff.
Her crushes? Really? I don't know about this. Apollo stayed with me and went to the courtroom ruins together. We went there, and let's talk about that. Why exactly did you go to the courtroom ruins?
We went to look for my medicine to stop my coughing.
Your medicine? Why would your medicine be in courtroom number 4?
I dropped it in the heat of the moment. Bumrap Riney, he was keeping my medicine safe for me. He has a little compartment that I can put things in, you see.
And Phony Fanty has the same type of pocket. That's where the bomb was inserted.
I had to put my medicine for my coughing fits inside Bumrap Riney. When I told Apollo about it, he said he'd help me go look for him. There was so much rubble in there. I was worried, but there was no rubble or anything in front of the witness stand. So when we got inside, Apollo went straight there and started looking for my Riney in that area. It was so nice of him to do that for me, in spite of all his injuries. Apollo was so strong and kind, just like the trees of the forest.
The way she makes him sound, you'd think Apollo was some kind of ancient god. Apollo. You know, like the god he's named after. Shut the fuck up. Oh, wait. Okay, you even know. Huh. So that's why you went to the ruins. I see. Seems to be quite the important fact. Please add it to your testimony, Miss Woods. Okay.
Apollo started looking for Bumrap Riney near the witness stand where there was no rubble.
Oh, wait, Sorry, Apollo started looking at the Bumrap Riney. Can we confirm or deny that? That's where the Woods thing is. Diagram of the courtroom as it was when Apollo discovered... Okay. Okay, I don't really have anything to...
Hold it!
I'm just gonna press it again. Urgh! The area around the witness stand? Are you sure about that?
I'm sorry. Did I say something wrong?
No, of course not. I was just testing my hearing. Must not upset her. Must not upset her.
Yes, I'm sure that's where we searched first.
Okay. But then I was called back to the courtroom to give testimony. That was when you were called to the stand after Mr. Tonate's testimony, right?
Yes, the bailiff came to the courtroom number 4 and brought me back to this courtroom.
And what about Mr. Justice? Did he come with you or did he stay behind? We already... Okay. Okay, Apollo assisted staying behind. I'd better not ask her about Apollo. I know! I'll use some small talk here to get her to relax a bit. No. Do you have any hobbies, Miss Woods?
Hobbies? Oh, well, I love growing vegetables in my garden. And I love to knit. I like sewing, too. I made this outfit myself. Keep it up, Mr. Wright. It's working. Now ask her if she has a crush on anyone.
Is there anyone in particular you like right now?
Objection! This is weird. Mr. Wright, is that question even remotely related to this case?
To this case?
Not really.
Mr. Wright, you will refrain from asking questions unrelated to the case at hand. Sorry, Your Honor. -1 to brownie points.
Miss Woods, please continue with your testimony. I believe you were telling the court about your attack on Mr. Justice.
She didn't deny that at all. I swear I didn't attack Apollo. Why would I? Oh, that's the denial. Let's just press it. I don't really know what the... So you think Mr. Justice is kind?
Yes, very kind. He rescued me. He's like the sun, strong and warm. He makes me feel strong, too.
Let me Google real quick. What is Apollo the god of? Is he the god of the sun? I can't Google it on my computer. I forgot. That was my way of trying to stop the dropping frames, which it didn't. Fun fact. I'm still dropping frames. Let me just Google it then. Why am I getting text messages? Okay. Apollo God. What is Apollo the god of? Apollo the sun god. Fuck you. I hate this game. I hate Phoenix Wright when it's really clever. Not even clever. It's just like it's funny.
He's like the sun, strong and warm. He makes me feel strong too.
The only adjectives I associate with the sun are sweltering and oppressive.
But then Apollo got hurt and
she's gonna start crying.
It's all my fault.
Junie, Apollo's going to be fine. He's just like the sun, right? Well, the sun doesn't just drop out of the sky. You really think he'll be fine?
But the sun does go down at night.
Dude, you're like a bad person, I think. Not even...
Then that means Apollo could...
Ah! Mr. Payne, I don't think much of men who make young ladies cry.
So, Apollo was trying to help Juniper. Who knew that Apollo could be such a sweetheart?
Must have been pretty hard on him too, with all that trouble, with all that rubble everywhere. Jesus.
Now that I think about it, there's something odd about what Apollo was able to do.
You know, considering what Miss Wood said just now, I think you're right. Wait, what the fuck are we talking about? Now that I think about it, there's something odd about what Apollo was able to do, you know, considering what Miss Woods just said just now. You're right, that curtain. Okay, which leaves the million-dollar question. What would explain this contradiction? Anyways, let's see what happens when I present what I suspect is our answer. Last bit? Wait, is it Apollo? What am I looking for here? Wait, no, wait, like genuinely what? Okay, that feels like the one you'd have to go with. Details? No. Shins 10, 10, 10, 12 pounds. Case 5, 6 inches out. Is it because he didn't really die next to the thing?
Objection!
Okay, I guess it's like he didn't die like right next to, or die, sorry, Apollo lives. That's what, Spirit of Justice is not about Apollo. Could you imagine? That would be so fucking awful. They kill Apollo in this game and the next game is called Spirit of Justice. That's fucking fucked up. Anyways, I think it's just because he like got hit semi near it but not right by it. So he started his search with the witness stand. With the witness stand, you say?
That's right. I guess maybe he wanted to start from the furthest point in the room. He was being so brave and strong.
But that's odd. Under the circumstances, he shouldn't have been capable of that.
But he was, and he still is. He might not look it, but he really is brave and kind too.
No, no, that's not the part I'm finding fault with. Someone has a crush on Apollo. Not to point fingers, Juniper Woods. What you are claiming is something that no one should have been able to do. But I should think that anyone can be brave and kind if they wanted to be, Mr. Right.
True, anyone can be brave and kind. God damn it, you're all stupid.
But if you would please take a look at this diagram. With the courtroom in this state, how is it possible to walk up to the witness stand?
Oh!
Wait, no, I don't... Is that not the witness stand there? I see your point. The rubble blocks off access to the area around the witness stand, does it? Oh! That's Oh, I'm stupid.
Does such a tiny inconsistency even matter? Perhaps the witness is simply misremembering it.
Great. Now I'm not so sure it matters.
A real man doesn't make mountains out of molehills, you know.
That's precisely what Mr. Right does best. I call slander, Your Honor. I have completed too many court cases, got too many not guilty verdicts, and uncovered too many truths for that to be how you describe me. So, was it really impossible to approach the witness stand? I have to say, it's a bit hard to tell with any accuracy from just this diagram. Mr. Payne, do you have any other photos of the crime scene?
Let me see, Your Honor. Ah, yes. I have one more.
Okay, are we fucking kidding now? Are we serious?
Here it is, a more pulled back version of the photo I presented before.
Are we serious? We literally... I hate you. Huh? What's that hunk of metal on wheels? Mr. Payne, is the metallic object in that photo Mr. Tonate's bomb transport case?
That's right. Is there some problem?
Ah, yes, that transport case was there in courtroom number 4 when the bomb went off. Must have been there ever since.
Oh, that's it!
Hold on. My God, dude. I should not have eaten right before streaming. Counterpoint, I was hungry.
Miss Woods, have you remembered something?
Yes, I just realized. Its position. It's different from before.
Its position. The position of what?
The position of that big metal thing.
The bomb transport case?
Yes, when Apollo and I went there, it was in a different place. Whether the case in the photo was open space, what the fuck are you saying? Where the case in this photo was open space. Oh, okay, I'm stupid. Where the case is in the photo was open space, so it was easy to search the stand.
I see. So where was the transport case when you and Mr. Justice saw it?
If I recall, I think it was more to the right.
To the right. Then that means, in that case, the case was over there at the time of Apollo's attack.
Who cares where the transport case was when? What difference does it make? It has nothing at all to do with what we're talking about.
Objection! Shut up! Where the transport case was has everything to do with this discussion. In fact, it's so important that it's enough to turn the prosecution's argument on its ear.
What?
Well, that certainly sounds very relevant indeed.
And you sound as though you know where the case was at the time of the attack. Yes, Your Honor. This diagram represents the crime scene as shown in the photo. And this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault on Mr. Justice. All right, I have this. The bomb transport case was here at the time of Apollo's attack. She said, to the right, on top of the word. Your Honor, I assert that this is where the transport case was at the time of the assault. But that's...
Inconceivable!
Miss Woods, was this where the transport case was when you saw it?
Yes, that's where it was.
I fucking thought so, bitch. Thank you, Miss Woods, and by bitch I mean gasp in pain. I'm sure the court has noted an interesting fact about this position. The transport case covers up the writing in blood. Exactly. If the transport case was in that position at the time of the assault, then no message could have been written there because the case was in the way. Which leads us to conclude that Mr. Justice couldn't have left that bloody writing.
Objection! Why should we believe the defendant's claim that the case was in a different position?
You know what? It's slowly turning into like First Form Cell. No, it's not. What am I thinking? Never mind.
She's obviously lying.
Is it Pilaf I'm thinking? I don't know. The fact that the case was moved after the assault on Mr. Justice is proved by more than Miss Woods' testimony alone.
What? And where is this proof you're talking about?
It's right here in the crime photo. I'm keen to see this proof myself, Mr. Wright. There's literal tracks. What in this photo indicates that the transport case was moved after the track on this literal thing? Please take a look at the mark that runs over Mr. Justice's bandages here. I see it, but what is it? God, I forgot how dumb the judge is. This mark was made by one of the casters? I don't know. From one of the thingies from the transport case carrying the bomb. As the case was moved, it ran over his bandages. In other words, the transport case was originally to the right of Mr. Justice. Then, after Mr. Justice was assaulted, the transport case was moved. What? Just as Miss Woods said, the case was covering the writing at the time of the assault. Therefore, it was impossible for Mr. Justice to have left that message in blood.
No! This is bullshit! You did it, boss! It was a real nail biter, but you pulled it off!
Yep, that should bring down the prosecution's claim like a house of cards.
Order in the court! Mr. Wright, that was a very clever deduction. Ah, it was nothing, Your Honor. Nothing but pure genius. Take that, bitch!
All right. Boss, I'm sensing a definite smug and braggy vibe coming off you.
I have just one question, Mr. Wright.
Yes, Your Honor?
If Mr. Justice didn't leave this message in blood, then who did?
The assailant. The person who did it. Huh? What's that? What? The person who attacked him. Sorry, I keep wanting to say kill. The person who attacked him. Oh!
Well,
The attacker. What do you fucking mean?
looks like I should have taken that train of thought through the last station.
The attacker. What are we talking about?
Well, I've heard a lot about this. So this is Mr. Wright's famous bluffing technique, is it?
Ah, this feeling brings back memories of the old days. Back when you carved out a name for yourself by bluffing your way through thick and thin.
Gee, Mr. Wright, Judge kind of makes you sound no better than a 2-bit con man.
You made your argument with such confidence, Mr. Wright. Now I'd like to hear your answer with just as much confidence.
Hey, until the judge asked the question, you didn't catch on either, Buster.
What now, boss? I hope you didn't bluff your way into a corner.
Think, Phoenix, think! There must be a way through this. I have to dig my way to the truth somehow. Who could have written that message in blood? The culprit. If Apollo didn't leave that bloody writing, maybe it was Apollo's attacker who wrote it and made it look like Apollo did it? That seems like the most reasonable explanation. But wait a minute, I just realized something, boss.
What is it?
Look at the amount of blood in the photo. It doesn't look like Apollo bled very much. I wonder if it's even possible to write out Woods with just this much. Hey, you're right. Good thing Apollo didn't lose that much blood. That might be the factor of why he survived the assault. And since there was so little blood, that pretty much rules out his attacker, huh? I guess so. But if it wasn't his attacker, then who else could it have been? Who could have written that message in blood? What the... Okay, someone else, I guess? If it wasn't Apollo, who could have left the bloody message? Am I supposed to, like...
Take that!
I'm not sure this person left the bloody writing? And what do you base this claim on? Do I really need to base my claim on something? Boss!
Of course you do! What the fuck are you talking about? Don't tell me you don't have anything at all to back up your assertion.
Nothing in particular, really.
Hold on! That won't do, Mr. Wright, but a penalty will make up for the
Deficiency nicely. Hold on! Why the fuck can't it be? If it wasn't Apollo... Why couldn't it have been... Who could have written the culprit if Apollo didn't leave that bloody writing? Maybe if it was but wait a minute, what is it? Look at the amount of blood on the photo. It doesn't look like Apollo bled very much. I wonder if it's even possible to write Woods with just this much. Good thing Apollo didn't lose that much blood. Oh, I remember now. It took me a sec. I'm stupid. Urgh! So it wasn't Apollo or his attacker. When you think about who was at the crime scene, there's only one person who it really could be. Oh yeah, wasn't there another person who shed blood at the crime scene? Yeah, I forgot. I forgot that it was actually her, and yeah.
Take that!
To be honest, I don't actually have any real proof of this. Also, my phone turned off, so I wasn't able to look at chat for a sec. Nothing changed, but still. But I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Besides Apollo, there was one more person who shed blood at this crime scene.
A person who shed blood? You don't mean...
Oh, but I do. I believe that it was Candace Arm who left behind this message in blood.
What?
Why would she do that? Are you stupid? Dumb? What? Detective Arm? Are you sure you know what you're doing here? Not really? See, why is this now not working? Whatever.
Objection! What kind kind of ridiculous assertion is that? If you had said that the attacker left a message to throw people off, it might have made sense.
At first glance, that would seem to be the most reasonable explanation. However, Apollo didn't shed enough blood to write such an extensive message.
Uh-oh.
Ah, I see. Even the photo makes it clear that there wasn't enough blood to write all those letters. I really don't know what the judge's voice is. I'm just kind of feeling it out as we go on. Mr. Justice did survive. I suppose he didn't bleed very extensively in that case.
But why would Detective Arm write the defendant's name? There was no connection between the two whatsoever. And I didn't even know the lady was good. I admit the investigation didn't turn up any connection between the victim and defendant. They had never even met each other.
That's very true. Well, then, let's see. Then maybe the intended meaning of the message is not what it appears to be. The intended meaning?
Not what it appears to be?
Maybe the message was not intended to be woods.
Coming from you, that's quite the bold statement, Mr. Wright. You wish to assert that this bloody writing could have been some other meaning? Yes, Your Honor. For something I pulled out of a wormhole, it could turn out to be true, right?
Objection? It clearly says woods, as anyone can plainly see. What other meaning could it possibly have?
Fucking let me figure it out. But Candace Arm was a detective. Maybe woods only means something to the police. Like a police scanner code, for example.
I didn't think of that.
You may have tricked His Honor, but you'll never get the best of me. I have a thing for studying on the weekends, as you may have already guessed. And there is no such radio code as woods in the state, dear Mr. Wright.
Is that a fact? Don't look at me, I know as much as you do about police codes.
Enough of this. I was quite taken with the defense's new theory, but if they can't substantiate it with anything, then I must end things here.
No, please wait, Your Honor.
Very well, but before we discuss this theory any further, I demand a plausible explanation.
His voice is really just going everywhere, and we just kind of have to accept that. I might just go generic old man, like,
very well, but before we discuss this theory any further, I demand a plausible explanation.
I might do that, because at least then I can kind of keep it.
So, Mr. Wright, what is the true meaning of the bloody writing?
Well, I believe it's,
And no stalling! If you can't come up with an answer quickly, I will declare this discussion officially over.
I'm in trouble now. What other meaning could it have besides the obvious one? Maybe it means something in another language? Or maybe it's a code? Think, Phoenix, you can do this!
Which piece of evidence will tell us what the word woods really means?
Take that!
That one.
The bomb transport case? I've had it up to here with your shenanigans, Mr. Wright.
Take a look at the numbers on this case, Your Honor. L10015R. Doesn't this string look vaguely familiar?
L100... What does it have to do with anything?
What could those numbers possibly have to do with the case at hand?
Now, please take a look at the bloody writing shown in the crime photo.
Oh, I think I see it.
That a girl. That one's on my side.
It says woods.
No, wrong. Or could you say it's a horse of a different color? What the fuck does that mean? Or you could say it's a horse of a different color, Your Honor. The first character isn't a W, it's actually an L and a 1. The next two are zeros.
Oh my goodness!
The true meaning behind the bloody writing isn't Miss Woods' name. It's the number engraved on this bomb transport case.
Objection! What are you talking about? The next part doesn't make any sense. The next number is a 1, but the bloody writing says D.
Objection!
What do you fucking to make a curvy? But the number on the case and the bloody writing can be made to match up quite easily. This is how the number on the transport case can be made to match the bloody writing. Erase 1 line, erase 2 lines. It's 2 lines. Yeah. Please erase the third downward stroke of the W and the curved part of the D. There you go.
Well, would you look at that?
Why was there a big...
Lewis?
God fucking damn it, Your Honor. No, Your Honor. It isn't meant to be read as a word. It's the number L10015. Which, if you take away the final R, is the exact number that's on the bomb transport case.
Objection? Erase 2 lines and they match up, you say? Well, I can change anything into anything else by simply erasing 2 lines. What if we erase 2 lines from your name? Would you be happy, Mr. R?
Oh, the 2 lines of the T.
Well, would you, Mr. Rai?
The only right spelling is right. Okay, I'm doing pretty well here, and I think I've drawn the right conclusion. Detective Arm's real message to us is the bomb transport case number. Your Honor, the 2 lines were added by the real culprit to intentionally mislead people.
What?
The original message Detective Arm left behind was the transport case number, but whoever assaulted Apollo changed the message. If you're right, boss, then what do you suppose Detective Arm was trying to tell us? Good question. What does this number represent? Bomb?
Do you see this number here? That's my identification number.
Candace Arm lost her life in the courtroom bombing. Her dying message could only have had one purpose.
No!
To tell us the name of the one responsible for the bombing. Lewis. Well, don't keep us in suspense, Mr. Wright. Tell us who she was trying to name.
The culprit that the victim was trying to identify is none other than Ted Tonate.
Take that!
The defense wishes to indict Mr. Ted Tonate on the charge of the courtroom bombing. I am spitting all over my screen, and I'm gonna give this screen a cleaning when I'm done with this stream.
Ted Tonate?
Apparently, disabling bombs isn't Mr. Tonate's only specialty. Somehow, the victim must have realized that when he was the Nope, that's all wrong. Somehow, the victim must have realized that he was the bomber. So when she was caught in the blast, she left his bomb transport case number as her dying message. She used Mr. Tonate's own ID number to finger him for the crime.
Objection! Who's fingering who? Why would anyone go out of their way to write an ID number? Wouldn't they simply write the person's name?
He's got a good point there. What do you have to say to that, Mr. Wright? You know, that only Detective Arm would know the answer to that, but allow me to offer a theory. Perhaps Detective Arm couldn't recall Mr. Tonate's name in the heat of the moment. As I recall, this was the first meeting between the two. It's entirely possible they wouldn't have been familiar with each other.
Or maybe using the ID number was a way to hide its true meaning from the real culprit, thus lowering the odds that they would erase the bloody writing.
But no matter what the reason, the important thing is the meaning behind her message. The fact remains, she wrote Mr. Tonate's ID number.
Objection! Now just one moment here. There hasn't been any proof yet it was indeed Detective Arm who wrote it. The bloody writing wasn't found during the investigation after the blast. If Detective Arm had left the message, it should have been found at the time.
No, it was under. Naturally, Mr. Tonate hid it before anyone could discover it, and there's a simple explanation for how he was able to do so.
What?
Mr. Tonate was able to cover the message because he first to find the body. The first person to discover the bloody writing was Mr. Tonate himself.
I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I went there to ensure safety, but ended up discovering a dead body and incriminating evidence towards me.
When Mr. Tonate saw that the victim had written his ID number, he used the bomb transport case to cover up the bloody writing as a stopgap measure. Oh, that's why the message in blood was under the transport case. He didn't have enough time to try and scrub away the writing. If he didn't report on the body right away, he would look suspicious. So those letters lived on to serve another function, when Mr. Tonate used them in another incident.
Oh, the assault on Mr. Justice.
Exactly. Mr. Tonate hit upon a plan to use the bloody writing for his own purposes. I need water! Oh my god. So he didn't clean it away. Instead, he made it look like Mr. Justice wrote it. By adding 2 lines to the writing that Detective Arm left behind it to say would. He changed the meaning of the message. He made it look like Mr. Justice was accusing Miss Woods of the attack. So that means the only person who could have altered the bloody writing was the courtroom bomber, who was the same person that assaulted Mr. Justice. And that person is Ted Tonate. Bro, at this point, just leave it back. It keeps going back. Stop putting it forward again.
All right, I heard enough. I believe that. Order in the court. Order, I say. It looks like we'll have to hear from the bomb specialist himself. Mr. Payne, please have Mr. Tonate take the witness stand.
Yes, Your Honor. That was great, Mr. Wright.
Just doing what I do best, which is flying by the seat of my pants. Dismantling the case is yours. Do you think you can handle it? I'd look forward to seeing you try. I've finally drawn Mr. Tonate back onto the witness stand. Looks like you'll get your wish, Goggle Man. Now watch me take your lies apart! Yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck Ted! I don't like him! I don't like you!
Mr. Tonate, I'm afraid we have a few more questions for you.
I understand the situation, Your Honor. I was keeping a close eye on the proceedings from the gallery. The allegations are all laughable. Allow me to laugh. Ha, ha, ha.
Objection!
Objection! I wouldn't be laughing if I were you, Mr. Tonate. The message in blood matches your ID number. Right there. The same ID number that is there on that bomb transport case. Such a far-fetched theory. No better than a tangled ball of wires. Like this one. I'll have them untangled for you in no oh, that's not the robot shit. At this point, fuck it. I'll have them untangled for you in no time at all. You were the first person on the scene after Detective Arm left her message in blood. I was gonna say fuck it, he's a robot all the time, but no, because his breakdown is gonna suck if I have to go like, like, you know, it's just, You were the only one who could have hidden the writing and then used it again later. I see, ×2. But then, let me ask you. Do you have any proof that Detective Arm wrote that message?
That's a very good question. Hold on. Well, do you, Mr. Wright?
The best way to prove that Detective Arm wrote the message is to analyze the DNA. Your Honor, I request a DNA test be performed on the blood itself. Once we know who it is, it will be obvious as to who wrote the message. Shit.
Very well. Bailiff, please put in a request for a DNA test with the forensics team. Yes, Your Honor. It will be some time before we have the results of the analysis. Until then, let's hear more from the witness.
I would like nothing more, Your Honor. I want the court to hear how ridiculous the defense's theory is. Witness testimony, but robot probably after the explosion. I admit I was the first one on the scene after the explosion, but there was no bloody writing there at the time. Anyway, there is no way Detective Arm could have written it. She struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. She was too far away from where the bloody message was found. So you're saying that the victim's body was nowhere near where the writing was? Precisely. It is as plain as day that she could not have written it.
It's true that the body was discovered near the entrance to the courtroom. Please have a look at this crime scene photo. Ooh, damn. As you can see, there is blood on the rubble near the victim's body. She must have died after hitting her head there.
Crime scene photo of the... Okay.
I see. All right then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Do you have what it takes to take my infallible testimony apart?
Probably.
It's not gonna be that infallible when I press it. I admit I was the first one on the scene after the explosion. I'm just gonna press everything because I don't feel like... Actually, can I look at the photo real quick? Okay, there's not a lot to go off of. Okay, the time of death was between 8 and 11, which hasn't been important yet. What the fuck? Hold on. Twitch is being weird. Oh my god! Jesus! Subshi. Thank you for the follow. Hello. Hi. Why is this being weird? Okay, alright. I think it fixed now. Alright. Yeah, I don't think any of this really, like, anything he says, I don't think any of this information is like, ah, well, take that. I feel like it all kind of is. I just press. I don't feel like there's much else to do in this situation. Why were you the first person on the scene? To secure the area. It is regulation for a bomb disposal specialist to enter first. In other words, you had the opportunity to alter the bloody writing then, didn't you? Well...
Objection! Objection! Mr. Wright, please don't interrupt. Mr. Tonate is about to give testimony that will show just how wrong your reasoning is.
Darn, I think he was just about to say something interesting too. When I went in and saw the aftermath, well, it was quite the disaster. Yeah, it was he was about to say some shit.
Hold it!
There's no bloody right. I don't know about that. You were able to tell this even with those goggles on? With these goggles, there is no way I could have missed something like that. I can see quite well with them. In fact, I can see every hair on your spiky head. Oh, you have a few grays, Mr. Wright. What? Poor Mr. Wright. You're always working so hard keeping our office together. Wait a minute, I don't have any gray hairs. Just kidding.
Objection!
Objection, bullying, mean. I object to the witness attempt to prematurely give me gray hair. Mr. Tonate, this court frowns upon untoward comments on a person's hair or lack thereof. I'm seeing a great wave of sorrow coming from the judge. My apologies, Your Honor. May I please continue my testimony? Would you like more mimosa? Anyway, there's no way Detective Arm could have written it. Why? It wasn't instant death. It doesn't say instant death. Why the fuck couldn't it have been? I mean, I know why, but why, you know? Why, but why? Let's press this.
Hold it!
If she didn't write it, then who do you propose did? Mr. Justice, of course. Just before dying, he wrote the name of his attacker, Juniper Woods.
A final message from your poor subordinate.
Poor Mr. Justice. I'm starting to get all misty-eyed.
Apollo's not dead, folks. So how can you be so sure it wasn't Detective Arm who wrote the message? It is very simple. She dead. She had struck her head on rubble and died near the courtroom entrance. That's not what it says directly, though. It says flat object, and that's like a corner. I'm gonna hit it. No, wrong button, sorry.
Objection!
Yeah, because that's a corner. You are a terrible liar, Mr. Tonate. Huh? Take a look at this autopsy, specifically the part about Detective Arm's head injury. Cause of death, trauma to back of head caused by impact with a flat object. Yes, what about it? Now, take a good look at the bloody piece of rubble. It's sharp and pointed. Hey, you're right, boss. It is pointy. Just like your hair.
That is odd, isn't it? What could be the meaning of this contradiction?
I believe it means the victim did not hit her head on this piece of rubble. The bloodstain you see is just another fabrication. Its purpose is to mislead us into thinking the victim died near the courtroom entrance. Bitch. Fuck a you.
Are you claiming the culprit moved the victim's body?
That's exactly what I'm claiming. Thank you. Thanks for doing my job for me. Appreciate it.
Oh, God damn it!
The victim hit her head at some other location, most likely on the floor or some other flat surface. And this location was somewhere near where the bloody writing was found. In that case, she definitely could have written the message. Your Honor! I have the results of the bloodstain analysis. Ah, very good timing. Oh, that's not going to be good for us. It's going to say Apollo, isn't it? Let's take a look. According to this report, the message was written in Detective Arm's blood. Never mind, I thought it was going to be bad for us. And as the defense claims, the only parts of the message that were added afterwards were written in Mr. Justice's blood. It would appear the defense's assertion is correct after all.
Yippee! Woohoo! Yay!
Yes, you did it! You were right, boss! Now let me look at it! What's the thing say? DNA analysis definitively proves the blood of the writing to be that of the victim, Candace Arm, age 27. However, the lines that were added later were found to be written in the blood of Apollo Justice, age 23. Wow, they're like in similar age. That's crazy. Now I have to drive it home. I'll have to take a good look at the bloody writing analysis later. I just did. It doesn't really say much. It's letters. Parts of it were Candace Arm, and 2 of them were Apollo. So, not much to analysis. Mr. Tonate, it is now apparent that you have told several lies to this court. I hope you have some sort of explanation for yourself. Bro's typing ellipses. Fine, I will confess. You will? But then why are you so calm? This time, I will tell the truth. I did it. He just says I was the killer. Sorry. It is true that Detective Arm wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote L10015R. I was shocked, but I did not detonate the bomb. Detective Arm must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the writing. My bad. That's more than just a my bad, dude. I see. So it is your assertion that you merely moved the body, is that it? That is correct. I did not kill Detective Arm. Oh, well, if that's all you did, then... Wait a fuck, what am I talking about? That in and of itself is a criminal act. Glad to see you finally crossed that finish line, Your Honor. Jesus. Very well, then, your cross-examination, please, Mr. Wright. I'm gonna go over everything, because I feel like I could this feels like one I can just press, but I don't know with what yet. It is true that Detective Arm wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote that. I was shocked, but I did not detonate the bomb. Detective Arm must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Not wanting to be accused, I moved the body and covered the right. Okay, maybe you can't. Let's just press it. Hold it! That was a bit of a delay. So you admit that you actually did see the bloody writing that Detective Arm left. My bad, I should have said so from the outset. And you are sure it was your ID number? I am sure it was definitely my ID number. That number was assigned exclusively to me by the police department. The number is assigned to my goggles as well. So those funky things were provided by the police department. Although these are special goggles customized by me personally.
Speaking of personalized, these sunglasses of mine were custom made as what no one cares. They were specifically created to be particularly dark and shiny.
Speaking of special, my gavel is made of mahogany and was custom made as well. It was specifically created to make a particularly loud and resounding sound. You hear it?
Wish I had something to brag about. Be all of that as it may, I just want to reconfirm you saw the bloody writing clearly, and that it was in your ID number. That is correct. My ID number was written in blood on the floor. She very plainly wrote L1005R. I was shocked.
Hold it!
Try that, I guess. L100015R. And it was written after the bomb went off in the courtroom. Correct. I didn't know why she would write it, so that sent me into a panic.
Sounds like you were in quite a tizzy.
If I were in his shoes, I guess it would have psyched me out too. Can't imagine coming across the message "Psychs" written in blood. If I saw "gasp in pain" written in blood, I'd certainly make me gasp.
Shut up.
Rest assured, Mr. Tonade, I understand how you must have felt.
Shut up. And so you discovered your ID number written in blood at the scene, and that is right. I saw it with my own eyes. It very clearly said L100015R. I am gonna real quick go on the BRB screen because my nose is stuffy and I want to go blow it. It'll be like 2 seconds. I couldn't find one in my room, so I just had to grab one. I had to go looking for one. Kleenex box, specifically. Where can I set? Can I set this here? I can't. Okay. I just stole it from the bathroom, so. Now I'm good. Allegedly. Okay. Where am I? Right. The bomb. That he didn't detonate because he promises. He willy promises he didn't do it. Didn't you? The victim may have had special knowledge of who the bomber was. I have no idea what thoughts Detective Arm may have had inside her head. It's not like I ever dismantled her mind to check. Mr. Well, I don't know why I was going into robot voice for that. Alright.
Mr. Wright, if you have suspicions about the witness, let's see your proof. Evidence is everything in a court of law. Even school children know that. How many years have you been a defense attorney now?
Cut me some slack, will you?
Don't feel bad, boss. You just got your attorney's badge back after all. In that sense, you're still more of a beginner than I am.
I suppose I should be thankful you're not like a licensed psychologist. Sorry, I need water.
Mr. Tonade, please continue with your testimony.
With pleasure. My ID number was left at the scene, but Detective Arm must have mistaken me for the real bomber. Let's talk about that. By mistaken, do you mean you had nothing to do with the explosion? That is correct. That is why I was so shocked when I saw my ID number.
The victim may have suspected Mr. Tonate for no reason other than the fact that, as the bomb specialist, he was in charge of the bomb. In other words, a false accusation. It's vocational discrimination, I say.
I do not support discrimination of any kind.
Yo, judge and ally? Judge and ally? Question mark? Truth come out? Honestly, I can see the judge as a gay man. I could see it. Anyways.
Well spoken, Your Honor. If the victim had been found to be killed with a gavel, Mr. Blue's suit over there probably would have pinned the crime on you.
He would? Well, that just wouldn't do. Mr. Wright, if you dare try to pin anything on me, I will find you in contempt of court.
I've never even tried to harm a hair or a strand on your beard, Your Honor.
Well said, Mr. Payne, because I am so closely associated with bombs. I was afraid I would be prosecuted if anyone saw the bloody writing.
And then he's like, not wanting to be accused.
Hold it!
You didn't think to clean away the bloody writing?
I didn't have time.
Well, at least he admits to that part.
By the time I found the message, the blood was already dry. The police were waiting just outside for me to secure the room. And I still had to move the body. I was in a panic. With no time to spare, I temporarily covered the writing with my case.
Didn't you think the police would find it during their investigation?
Regulation stipulates only specialists may touch transport cases. Because of the danger, you see. I thought I would clean up the writing once they were finished. My bad.
My bad? Does he really think that will just magically smooth everything over? This guy is something else, and I don't believe Detective Arm's dying message was just some mistake. He won't wiggle out of this that easily. What did Mr. Tonate see when he first discovered the bloody writing? Has to be a contradiction hidden in the testimony somewhere. Okay, so it is something I have to just press. Detective Arm wrote my ID number. She very plainly wrote... See, it's that little bit there where I'm kind of like, is it... Let's save because I'm scared. Is it supposed to be like, you're like, how do you know it? Oh, it's not, because it's not clear.
Objection!
Because it's not clear that it says the R. I see what you're saying now. I just want to make it is doubly, I guess, doubly sure that L10015R is really what you saw written in blood. Yes, it very clearly said L10015R. But that's odd, because that's not what I see.
Objection! What on earth are you babbling on about now? Wasn't it you who claimed that the bloody writing was his ID number in the first place?
Take a good look at the photo in the bloody writing analysis. Now, tell me, does it really say L10015R? Oh!
Yep.
Something is missing, isn't it? And that something is the final R.
What is the meaning of this, Mr. Tonate?
Gulp.
Right. Now I remember. There was no R on the end. It was just a slip of the finger. My bad.
Come back, my beautiful contradiction. No, you definitely have. There's no way you slipped of the finger 5 times. Mr. Wright, I'm not so sure it was just a simple slip of the finger. You have something for me, Athena? I sense that he's extremely agitated, almost panicked. He does look pretty flustered, seeing as he's gnawing on the fucking bomb.
Well, Mr. Wright, it appears it was nothing more than a mere mistake.
I don't know. Did he really just make a typo 5 times? What about that R? Did Mr. Tonate really see it? Maybe Mr. Tonate really did see the R, but there's no R anywhere on the bloody writing. What's going on here? Huh? Now I take another good look at the photo. I think maybe... That's it!
What is it now, Mr. Wright? You trying to imitate Apollo and his cords of steel?
I've got it! So that's what happened. A slip of the finger? Is that really all it was? Because I don't think so. I propose that Mr. Tonate really did see the letter R. But there's no R. But the photo clearly shows that there was no R. No, Your Honor, actually, just the opposite is true. The photo shows that Mr. Tonate actually could have seen the R. If you're going to make that claim, then you'd better be able to point out what you mean. What part of the photo shows where Mr. Tonate could have seen the R? Given the R? Please look here, to the right of the 5. Do you see a little bit of red? Oh, I see it, just on the edge where the floor was broken up. That's the R that Mr. Tonate saw.
Objection! It's true that the witness wears some very, very odd goggles, but that doesn't mean his eyesight is bad, nor his brain power. What part of that little smudge looks like an R to you?
Objection, you're stupid, what? But what Mr. Tonate saw wasn't a little smudge. There was a whole and complete R written there, before the floor was damaged by the explosion. Oh, well, that explains it. What the fuck?
Care to explain what you mean?
Because you just proposed that everything happened in the exact opposite order. Yep, because that's the way it really went down. Timing of when the R was written turns everything about this case around. Now then, if the floor was damaged by the explosion, then the message was written before the explosion. With the bloody message running off the edge of the damaged floor like that, we can only conclude that it was written before the explosion.
But that's ridiculous! What are you saying, man?
If that were true, it overturns your own premise. That's right, it does. In fact, it turns everything upside down. The victim was not killed by the explosion in the courtroom. She was killed before the explosion ever occurred. Order in the court.
What kind of preposterous claim is that? Have you forgotten that the victim's body was found at the scene of the explosion?
Yeah, shut up. True, but consider this scenario. She was hit on the head and killed before the explosion, or even before the trial began. Her body was subsequently placed in the courtroom ruins after the bombing occurred. That way, it could be made to look like she was a victim of the blast.
What?
Sounds like he had a better look into what the victim was doing before the trial. Sir Payne, did anyone see Detective Arm before the trial?
Let's see. According to the police report... here it is. One person saw the victim before the trial. And that person was... Ted Tonate. Wait, what?
No one besides Mr. Tonate saw the victim?
That appears to be the case, Your Honor.
Shit. I would now ask the court to recall something. Specifically, Mr. Tonate's words from yesterday. It was when Detective Arm and I were transporting the bomb. Oh my! Mr. Tonate, just before the trial, you were with the victim! The two of you were together at the scene of the crime? No, that's right. The two of you were together at the scene of the crime, courtroom number 4. Your Honor, the defense requests new testimony from Mr. Tonate. We wish to hear what he has to say about his whereabouts just before the trial. Mr. Tonate, your testimony, please. My testimony. There is no need for... He's completely unnerved, Mr. Wright. You must have hit a nail on the head. Because all I did was transport the bomb to the 3-court room. I was already told you a power to drag this blasted thing. I was only in the courtroom with the victim because of our work. I swear I was only transporting the bomb there. Objection. You and the victim were alone together at the scene of the crime. In other words, you certainly had the opportunity to commit murder, did you not?
Objection! Tisk, tisk. Do you always leave yourself so open to attacks, Mr. Wright?
What now, Mr. Payne?
Well, yes, Mr. Tonate may have had the opportunity to kill Detective Arm, but an important piece of your assertion is missing.
What important piece?
The murder weapon. What do you claim was used to kill the victim?
The bomb. The bomb.
Mr. Payne has a point. Even if Mr. Tonade had the chance without a weapon, we can't accuse him of the crime.
Well, Mr. Tonate?
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. I didn't have any sort of thing that could be used as a murder weapon on me. I couldn't possibly have killed Dr. Detective.
Doctor, what is happening with my brain? Bro, there's something wrong with me. There's just something wrong with me.
I couldn't possibly have killed Detective Arm.
Did he really have nothing he could have used as a murder weapon? What is it, Athena?
Just looking over the victim's autopsy report, I'm hoping there's something in here that can point us to the right direction.
Well, it does say that she died from trauma to the back of the head with a flat object.
Yeah, and to inflict that specific kind of injury, all you would need is a flat surface, right?
A heavy, blunt object with a flat surface could definitely be our murder weapon.
Well, Mr. Wright, can you indicate for the court as what was used to kill Detective Arm?
I believe I can. Believe being the key word here.
You can?
Then please do so now. What did Mr. Tonade have that could have been used as the murder weapon to bomb?
Take that!
Mr. Tonate, you say you didn't have anything that could be used as a weapon. But in fact, you had the perfect thing.
What? What the devil are you talking about? Oh, he's British. What the devil are you talking about?
You had this. That's the bomb. I thought you were trying to prove that the victim wasn't killed by the bomb blast. The bomb blast, no, but I believe Candace Arm was killed with this bomb. Because this is the blunt object that delivered the fatal blow to her head. Please recall the description of Detective Arm's head wound. Trauma to the back of the head caused by impact with a flat object. We assume this injury was sustained when her head hit the floor. But a blow from any flat side of this bomb would produce the exact same wound pattern. Ugh. Gah. Ugh. Oh yeah, this is definitely the laugh of a not guilty person. Ooh, I believe you. What's with him? He's going insane. You've seen it before.
Then show me some proof.
Give me a sec. I need water so bad for this. You know what this voice is turning into? It's turning into Eris from Tyrion Cuthbert. I think I'm... See, but I don't really want to voice him like that. See, I don't really want to voice him like that. I could voice him like this. Like lower like this.
Then show me some proof. Where's the evidence that I hit the victim with the bomb?
He's right. Don't have anything to cite. Dang it. Oh, it doesn't fit. The lower... I just gotta do the Eris.
Did you find any of the victim's blood on the bomb? That would be decisive proof. Look at me, everyone. I'm back. Ooh, did you miss me? Eris is now working for the police in bomb squad. Who would have thought? But too bad. The bomb is blown to bits.
It's long gone. I thought I was gonna say it's no longer. Oh my god.
It's long gone. Boom! Game over. Yeah!
You are annoying and also hard to voice.
Mr. Wright, is there anything...
I need to learn how to read.
Is there really nothing on the bomb in the photo?
There's a crack. I don't see any blood or anything.
Wait, the timer display is a little broken here. Okay, well... Maybe it broke when it made contact with Detective Arm's head.
That's definitely a distinct possibility, but unless we find a fragment with the victim's blood on it, it's not going to count.
I guess you're right.
By setting off the bomb, Tonate managed to obliterate all traces of the murder weapon. What in the world do I do now? At times like this, I've got to change gears and look at things in a different way. Instead of looking for things he wasn't able to hide, I should be looking for a way to expose the things he did hide. Ted Tonate murdered Detective Arm before the trial started. Then he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off, which means there was something he needed to keep hidden until then. And I think I have just the thing. Time to present the photo that shows exactly what Mr. Tonate was trying to hide. Let me read this again in my head. What in the world do I do now? Look at this a different way. Instead of looking at the things he wasn't able to hide, look at the things he did hide. Ted Tonate murdered Detective Arm before the trial started. Then he placed her body in the courtroom after the bomb went off, which means there was something. Mr. Tonate was able to hide her, I guess? The corpse?
Take that!
Your Honor, there's something we've all been overlooking. If the murder took place before the trial, then Mr. Tonate would have had to hide the body somewhere during the trial. Yeah, okay.
Hey, you're right. And if we can figure out where the hiding place was...
Exactly. We might be able to find some evidence we can pin him down with. Pin him down and slap him silly. Maybe kiss him a little bit. What? Sorry. It's in the bomb case. Yeah. Wait. A box big enough for a body. A box that was in the courtroom the whole time. A box nobody would touch if they thought there was a bomb in it. Mr. Tonate! What is it? Do you finally have some decisive evidence to show me? No. You're the one who's going to show it to me. Come again. You heard me. Now show me what's inside that bomb transport case. What? Why? No! There's no need! I've got him now. Just before the trial, you killed the victim with a blunt object, and then you placed her body in the ruins of the courtroom after the bomb went off. Clearly, you were trying to make it look like she died in the explosion. But where was the body hidden during the trial? Oh, I hadn't thought of that. You don't think of a lot of things, Your Honor. The answer is right here! Inside a box made of thick alloy plating, not painting, Jesus. Alloy plating that can withstand any impact. No, that's completely false. If it's false, you should have no objections to showing us your transport case. So, let's open it up and take a look inside, shall we? Stupid bitch, I got you now. Hold it! I mean, it's him, right? It's Ted? Yep. Let's not if you value your life. Well, what's he up to now? Remain calm and listen carefully. This bomb will detonate in 5 minutes. What? Huh? I repeat, this HH-3000 will detonate in 5 minutes. What's going on? Your Honor, I recommend you adjourn this trial before this bomb goes off. Mr. Tonate, are you threatening me? I am the only one who can disable this bomb. If you do not want to die, your only option is to listen to me.
But Mr. Tonate, didn't you say that's just a training model, a fake to practice on?
I did, but I also lied. This is the real deal. This is the HH-3000. But the HH-3000 was used to blow up courtroom number 4, wasn't it? How do you know it was the real HH-3000 that blew up courtroom number 4? Huh? The bomb that blew up the courtroom was a different one that I made. What? Then are we to take that as confession on your part? Take it any way you would like. Just before the trial, I took the HH-3000 out of the stuffed animal and put my own bomb into it. That was the bomb that exploded and destroyed courtroom number 4.
Mr. Tonate, please be reasonable. Do you really expect us to believe a crazy story like that?
The HH-3000. It is so unique. I had never seen anything like it. It's so unique that I could not replicate the detonation mechanism, so I just had to have it. Besides, did anyone look inside the stuffed animal during the trial? Did anyone check to see if it really was the HH3000 in there? Could you imagine if they did? Like, one of the bailiffs who was in the room was like, actually, I could testify. Yeah, no, we checked. It looked exactly like that. And he's like, shit. It's just like, God damn it. How dare you? My trump card, like. I must confess, no one opened the stuffed animal to check.
So there really is a possibility that the bomb was switched out?
No, not a possibility, a certainty. I did it. So he's had a real bomb with him this whole time? You had better get out of here while you can. You do not have much time. Order in the court! I'm out of here! It's gonna blow! Run! Wow, you emptied out this room quick. You four are still here? Well, aren't you brave? It just wouldn't do for the judge presiding over this court to run. But that horrible explosion the other day... The judge looks like he's about to book it for the nearest exit any second. As for Mr. Payne...
That is... Ah!
There we go. And he's off.
Mr. Wright, what do we do?
It'd be pretty pathetic to run now, wouldn't it?
But if the bomb might really go off...
Only 3... Why, he's talking. Why does it say the robot? Only 3 more minutes, folks. Is that bomb really the HH3000? What should I do? Stand my fucking ground, bitch. I can't run now. Well, it's been fun, but I will be going now. With my dear HH3000, naturally. Oh, and by the way, I would advise against having me followed. Even with no remote switch, this bomb can still be triggered manually. If I think I'm being followed, I will detonate it on the spot. Farewell. No, you fucking don't leave.
Hold it!
Hold it, bitch! You're not going anywhere, Ted Tonate! Oh. Your Honor, there's no reason to be afraid. That bomb is a fake. Are you sure, Mr. Wright? I mean, this is our lives you're kind of playing with here. I don't really want to test this. Huh. More of your famous bluff. Actually, a text to speech would not read that as humph. It would just go HMPH. More of your famous bluffing. Even at the risk of your own life. Mr. Wright, none of your bluffing now. Not at a time like this. There's on the line here. I'm not bluffing, and I have proof. You do? Yes, of course, Your Honor. I went into the robot for a sec. It's right here in the photo of the bomb, clear as day. Proof that Mr. Tonate's bomb is not the real HH3000. Really? Out with it then, immediately, please. Where's the proof that Mr. Tonate is not holding the real HH3000? Right here. It's this thing. Right here. It's the crack. The display for the timer on the bomb in the photo is broken. Most likely it broke when Mr. Tonate used the bomb to attack Detective Arm. But the display on the bomb in front of us is not broken. Oh, you're right! Therefore, this is not the real HH3000. Mr. Tonate was clearly lying when he said he switched out the bomb with the stuffed animal. The real HH3000 blew up in courtroom number 4. This bomb is nothing more than a fake, a model used for training purposes. Gah! Fear not, Your Honor. I will examine the inside of the bomb transport case myself. Yes, please do that, Mr. Wright. No! Stop! I think we did it. Yeah, there's blood. Big shocker. Woo! What is that? Is that a blood stain? Just as I expected. Your lies have all been blown to bits, Mr. Tonate. I'm confident DNA analysis on this bloodstain will confirm that it's Detective Arm's blood, and that those results will conclusively prove that you murdered Detective Arm. How about it, Mr. Tonate? Think you can dismantle this decisive evidence? Let's go, we did it!
Dismantle it?
You're too late! You missed your chance to run, so now you're out of time! This HH3000 is about to explode! Don't try to threaten us, Mr. Tonate. And I've already proved that your bomb is a fake.
It's real! This bomb is the real thing, I tell you! It's real!
Mad Bomber, party of one.
There's no time left! It's going to blow! I have to disarm it! I have to take it apart! I can dismantle anything! I can take apart evidence! I can take apart bombs! I can dismantle it all! Dismantle, 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 dismantle! I'm not gonna make it! There's only one thing left to do! Stop!
Oh. Crunch. Ah, that hurt. Actually, it didn't. It's gonna hurt tomorrow, though. I know that's gonna hurt in the morning. Hey, man.
Made it!
Awesome. Huh. Woo. Oh! Oh, those are your eyes? Oh, I get why you have the goggles now. Oh, well. Boom! Kaboom! Dead! Game over. Dismantle. Attempt. Failed. Let's go. GG. GG. Oh my god, you. Oh.
It's all over. My life has been blown to pieces, and also my eyes. It's all that stupid woman's fault.
Okay, whoa. The sexism? For what?
I was selling the bombs I disarmed at the black market. When I tried to take this one, she just had to notice, didn't she? She confronted me in courtroom number 4 that day. That's why I had no choice. Before I knew what I was doing, I hit her. It's all her fault. While I was looking for a place to hide her body, she left a message in her own blood. The trial was about to start, so I didn't have time to clean it up. And now all this! I thought for sure I could disguise her death with an explosion. Then that stupid defense attorney started sticking his nose into my business. After my testimony yesterday, I went to courtroom number 4 and I found that kid all up in my bomb transport case. That's when I snuck up behind him and BAM! And when the idiot police arrested that little girl, I thought for sure I could pin it all on her. Why? Oh, why?
Cool, man. Thanks for admitting the crimes.
Ted Tonate, you are hereby under arrest on suspicion of the courtroom bombing and the assault on Mr. Justice. Your innocence or guilt will be determined at a later trial. Cool. Now then, I see that the members of the public have returned to the gallery. One person, however, seems to still be running far, far away. But, be that as it may, I will now announce Miss Juniper Woods' verdict. Not guilty! Yay! Confetti! It's all fun! Woo! There wasn't just a bomb threat. Look at her! Look at them! Look at the no one at the prosecutor's bench! Woo! We did it! Yay! Look at me! I'm the judge! Court is adjourned! Everyone's happy! Woo!
December 18, 12:31 p.m. District Court. Defendants lobby number 5. You did it, boss!
Yeah, I guess we managed to pull it off somehow.
So many mysteries cleared up all at once. It was amazing.
It just sort of worked out that way, didn't it?
That's not the kind of thing that usually just works out. You made it happen. And the way that mean old prosecutor hightailed it out of here, that was great. Mr. Wright, Athena, thank you for everything you did for me. I'm so happy for you, Junie. Now you can go back home to the forest in peace. I hope the both of you will come and visit me there sometime.
That would be nice. Thank you for the invitation. I don't know, Mr. Wright. I'm not so sure you could make it all the way up to Junie's house.
How high up do you live again, Junie? Around 3,000 feet, I think.
What? That's not forest, that's a mountain!
But you know, boss, there's something that still bothers me about the case. One little mystery that never got around to solving.
Oh, that? Yeah, I was wondering about that too. Is the unsolved mystery you're talking about the remote? Because we never found it. The remote switch, right?
Yeah. Wonder where it disappeared to. Maybe Mr. Tone just got rid of it somewhere.
Yeah, it's a pretty big thing to leave unsolved, though. Well, let's leave it up to the police to find.
For now, we should be celebrating our not guilty verdict. I guess you're right. Hey, I know. Junie, shall we go report the good news? You know, to that certain someone. Okay.
Huh? Her grandmother?
No, silly, to Apollo!
Oh, right. Well, why don't you go to the hospital together to see him?
Great idea. I bet he's bored out of his mind. Did I say we all go? Oops. Okay.
And so, the courtroom bombing case came to a close. But the next trial was just over the horizon. There's never a dull moment with so many lawyers in the office, that's for sure. Apollo Justice, Athena Sykes, and me, Phoenix Wright. Between the three of us, there's no case we can't solve. When our powers combine, we're an unstoppable team. At least, that's what I believed. Until Apollo said, "I hate all of you and I'm quitting." But all of that changed with what Apollo said to us that day. It was something that would put my faith in us to the ultimate test. It's really hard to do this with the slow-ass fucking thing. Date, time, right, anything, agency? Is this the anime? Yeah, it's the anime cutscene.
Sorry, but I'll be taking a leave of absence.
That's what Apollo sounds
What
like?
do you mean by a leave?
Can you at least give me a reason why?
No.
I can only say that this is something I must settle on my own.
Okay. Cool. These are dark times. Oh. I thought it was just gonna be him looking up at the sky again.
Oh, why, Apollo? Why are you shutting us out?
Because he's cringe and going through his, third... No, this is his second one, right? Is this his second origin or his third? This is his second origin.
What happened to you, Apollo? Ever since you put that jacket on, you've changed.
See, it's so slow!
The text is so fucking slow. And now, for whatever reason, all my mind keeps doing is returning to the day I first met you.
In case 2.
We had tackled our first case together. He and I, this past spring. And as we did, I came to know who he is and how he thinks. It was a very peculiar case, one in which the victim was killed by a mythical creature.
Cool. Awesome. Sick. Hey, we finished it though. End. Alright, cool. Save your current progress? Yeah, sure. Alright! That's enough trial for today. Do you want to continue to the next episode? Nope! I want to end stream. Okay, so that was fun. I still enjoy Dual Destinies. I know a lot of people don't like the 3DS games. I actually really like the 3DS games. They're some of my favorites in the series, and they also have my favorite prosecutors. My favorite prosecutors in order goes not Simon Blackquill, Jesus. Barrick Van Zykes, Simon Blackquill, Nayuta Sadmati. I love them. And then it's Gatto, and then it's Edgeworth. But I love them all a lot. Those are my favorite. But I really like the 3DS games. I don't think they're bad. I think they are very different when you compare Phoenix Wright 1 to 3 and Apollo Justice to Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice. They are very different, tones. But I still think they're very, very good. Like, I do really like them. But a lot of people seem to have issues with them, which I get for a lot of reasons. Alright, I'm gonna do the YouTube outro now. What do I even make the video for this? I don't really want to do Great Ace Attorney, because I watched that VOD recently and I was stiff. Me no likey. I'm gonna sneeze. That's what's gonna happen first. Hold on. I did not have time to hit the thing. Okay. Video on the top right is when I started Tyrion Cuthbert, which is a very similar game to Ace Attorney, but it's filled with magic and things of those natures. That kind of was a weird sentence. We're gonna move on, but it's kind of like if Ace Attorney was in the world of D&D. It's sick and awesome, and you should watch my playthrough of that. Thing on the bottom right, YouTube picked that one out specifically for you because you're you and you're special, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. The thing by my feet, that's the subscribe. You should click that if you enjoyed this and want to see more things like it, which I am definitely doing. Yeah. Take it easy. Bye-bye.